Merry HLD Xmas, everyone. It's the LaserDisc Wolfpack THX CAV Special Limited Edition podcast. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to a very festive episode of the podcast. I am Sam Culturedog Hatch, and I am going to pass it along to my buddy. He's jolly, he's into cookies, and he comes down your chimney saying, bro, Ryan Cushing.
Thanks for the introduction, Sam. I'm repping the hanky for Christmas, as we all should. And tonight's podcast is sponsored by Stone. FML.
Oh, okay.
And I'm passing it off to Luke.
Hello, everybody. I'm glad to be here. Talk about some Christmas movies. I enjoy Christmas movies, so I'm glad to be here. And today we are sponsored by Thorn Street Brewing in San Diego, California. So there you go. Yeah, pass off Max.
Maxeene, the LaserDisc Snow Queen here in the winter wonderland of California. We're sponsored by O'Doul's, a non-alcoholic.
O'Doul's, nice.
Designated driver.
Big fan of Christmas. Coming through with most Christmases I possibly could get on myself. So happy holidays, guys.
Indeed. And I am sponsored by, as always, Kylo Ren tumbler filled with water. So
nice.
Keeping hydrated. But yeah, we did a lot of Halloween stuff. Yeah, so we got to keep it, seasonal again and do some Christmas movies and do our top 5 Christmas LDs. Again, it'll be fun because I don't have a lot of the big heavy hitters and all that stuff. So, and we're, I'm not going to put Die Hard in there. Sorry, everybody. Spoiler alert. I know.
I already named my top 5.
Yep. Sorry. So I'm not even going to get into that whole thing right now. But anyways, top 5 Christmas laser discs. And I realized that I used to have a ton of these things, like, all the Miracles on 34th Streets and all that stuff. And I got rid of a lot of them. So, cause I have just hatred in my soul or something. And
Scrooge.
I'm not fested. I'm a Scrooge. Yeah.
Christmas. That's cool.
But I am going to throw down, and I'm going to punch my mic. I'm going to throw down White Christmas.
Love that
which,
one.
Is a very nice gatefold, which I'm not going to take out of the sleeve here for you. But the first time I saw this was on LaserDisc, so I've got a little bit of a soft spot for its presentation on LaserDisc, and good, song and dance numbers and fun Christmassy locales, and I just love that jacket art. It's pretty badass. Nice Paramount reissue. So that's my one like traditional Christmas movie. And I'm going to move on to number 4, which is LA Confidential.
What?
Which has some amazing Christmas scenes, including the Christmas Massacre. And then, some Christmas ornaments pulled off of houses and things like that by Russell Crowe. And it's very filled with the spirit of the holiday season. And it's just a cracker of a film. It's amazing. Curtis Hanson flick based on the Curtis Hanson picture based on a really great book as well. So highly recommend getting it. And the DVD came out at the same time as this LaserDisc. So the LaserDisc is lacking in some special features, but I mean, essentially it's the same transfer. Looks great. Number 3, we're going to go with, you got to have some Shane Black in here because that's his thing, injects Christmas into everything. Going with The Long Kiss Goodnight, a very Christmassy thing. It's got, making cookies. It's got ice skating. It's got Gina Davis as a amnesiac hit woman teaming up with Samuel L. Jackson and trying to discover her past. And yeah, I mean, there's snowmobiles, fun things like that. It's a very Christmassy wrap up too. Lots of Christmas lights and everything like that during the big final action set piece. So it's it's all about family and things like that, because she's learning that she's a hit woman, and how do you deal with your daughter and all that stuff.
My wife's favorite. She suggested that when I told her Christmas movies.
And my wife absolutely loves that too. Yeah, that's she'd probably yell at me if I didn't put this on the list.
And there were guns on the cover. You need to point out the obvious. That's selling point.
Yeah, was there and on the back, explosion.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we got explosion and guns. Yeah.
Okay.
No boobage or anything. Sorry, Andy Sedaris. And number 2, we're going with Batman Returns.
Nice.
A Batman film that does inject a lot of. It's funny because on another Facebook page, somebody was posting between this and Nightmare Before Christmas, and somebody was like, "Batman Returns is Christmassy." I'm like, "Yeah, hell yeah! It's so much Christmas in it.
Oh, yeah.
Christmas trees, giant Christmas trees with bats inside them, Christmas presents ejecting out villains, and yeah, so much Christmas in it." From the start, like that big flashback scene with the penguin that takes place at Christmas. So,
Oh yeah, with Pee-wee.
yeah, and look out for the Rotter copy. There's 2 pressings of that, so get the one from WEA because that is not rotted. And number 1, we're going with James Bond's On Her Majesty's Secret Service, an amazingly Christmassy Bond film, in which he travels to Switzerland. So it's loaded with snow and bobsled scenes, and and like winter skating competitions. There's a song on the soundtrack called "Do You Know How Christmas Trees Are Grown?" That's super weird. And the plot of the movie is Blofeld is sending. He's got a bunch of hot ladies up at his locale up in the Alps, and he's training them to lose their whatever problems they have, their afflictions, like being scared of chickens and things like that. And in place, he's actually brainwashing them to return home out for Christmas break and kill everybody with a bunch of poisoning agents. They're going to poison the water supply and all this stuff. So yeah, so it's very Christmassy, and it's got James Bond. He's all about sharing things and goodwill and things like that. So it's my number 1. What do you got, Ryan?
Would you say that also fits in the ski movie genre?
I would agree with that.
It most certainly does fit in the ski movie genre,
Which is probably more important than this genre this week. I think that's like an every week focus for us.
I think we should do ski movies before the end of winter, right?
I think we can pull it off.
I think so.
We've all been slowly preparing, which is good. So all right, I also did not include Die Hard. Lethal Weapon, like the greats. I love the notes behind Lethal Weapon where they talked about, if we film it in December and include a lot of like Christmas like items, it'll get played on cable every year in December. And it's like, it's brilliant, but not going to do it. So I am going to start it off with a bang. We've got Jake Lloyd here of Phantom Menace.
Oh yeah.
And we've got the Governator and his quest for making up for the fact that he was kind of a terrible parent, but going over the top. And then, of course, you have Sinbad. I think he's
Star
good.
of Shazam.
That's all you want to say was Sinbad.
Yeah, so and he doesn't get the billing on the cover, but he's definitely a major character, and it's a great flick. I'm going to say it, flick. And, I really enjoy that one, and it's worth visiting every year.
Vinny won't show up if you say flick.
What if I say it like 3 times in a row? Does he like show up and is like?
You look in the mirror and say it.
Yeah.
Moving on, I posted about this one, and everybody seems to love this, and with good reason. This movie is wholesome. It's funny. Ernest is great. It's a good story, and it really, really, is probably his best movie. So, Ernest Saves Christmas, definitely. And we'll keep it with the wholesome theme, and go straight to Jack Frost. This movie is so ridiculous. You've got a killer snowman, and just the mayhem that, like, ensues, and it's so over the top and ridiculous that it just works. And it's apparently really, really rare on LaserDisc, and I get it, but I don't get it. It's like, there's a billion other ways to find it. But if you do find a LaserDisc copy at your thrift store or half price books for a cheap amount, snag it. And then keeping the focus on happiness.
Nice.
Nice Black Christmas here. This is a very, very good Christmas movie. It's done by the guy who did A Christmas Story.
Yep. I think the Christmas Story is a sequel, right?
Yeah, this is a much better. I think it might be a prequel, like extended universe kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like they retroactively added it into the Christmas Story universe, but it's got a lot of good suspense, some slasher elements, and a little bit of a twist. So if you haven't seen it, check it out. And then not very often does the third movie of like a franchise come out as the best one, but
nice.
This I think is the exception. I love this movie. It's so good. You could tell they were just leaning into it heavy, and it worked. Especially after European Vacation was kind of a disappointment. It had its moments.
Yeah, it was.
But the boobs.
The boobs was,
But
cable, important growing part. Oh my God, it's boobs. Can't wait for my dad to leave the room.
But this was like peak Chevy Chase unhinged on film.
Brilliant. It's great. Yeah.
Yeah, great script. Randy Quaid was perfect. And I love that they, had all the fun in the world, just making fun of everything, their neighbors, you name it. So great film.
Why is the carpet wet, Todd?
Exactly. All right.
We were watching it earlier today. Yeah, it's great.
On that note, Luke.
Oh, that's me. That's me. Okay, thank God. That let's see. First one up. I'm gonna go with. I'm glad no one else. Neither of you did it. It's Home Alone, dude. Like, come on, Home Alone. I got Japanese. It's sealed, of course, so I will never open it. But Home Alone is. It's so what makes what I okay. First off, I have notes, so let me go with my notes. What makes a Christmas movie? So what makes a Christmas movie is that it's set during Christmas time, right? And it focuses on family. I would think, like, the importance of family. Home Alone. That's it. It's a great movie. And I like Home Alone because it has all the plot holes are filled in. Like you think like, oh, why didn't he call the police? Or why didn't they notice that he wasn't there? Well, the phone lines are cut and the airline ticket was thrown in the trash. It's just it's a solid movie, man. It's great. Home Alone. There you go.
Nice.
Next one that I was going to do is Ernest, but fuck you. So
you can double dip.
The next one I have backups is all right. So this is The Monkees, which has the Christmas show episode on the back. Okay.
Nice.
It's got Butch Patrick on there. He's a cynical youngster, Butch Patrick, for the holidays, a Christmas show. It's not the best Monkees episode, but it's a Christmas episode and it's really good. So yeah, there you go, Monkees. That was my backup. So next one, Trading Places. I've got Japanese Trading Places for you. So there was a certain disc in Japan that I would always pick up, and if I ever saw this guy, I would pick it up, no questions. I love this movie. It's, again, it focuses on Christmas. It's set in the Christmas. They got that great scene where Dan Aykroyd is the drunken Santa Claus. And it focuses on what's really important in life, family and, things, not money, not whatever, but
the G.I. Joe with the Kung Fu grip.
There you go. So trading places. I love it. And that one too. All right. So next one, this one, I'm not sure if people know about, but I grew up with this guy a lot. This is Father Christmas. You ever seen this one?
No.
So it's by the same guy who did The Snowman.
Yeah.
Which is introduced by David Bowie, but this is Father Christmas. He goes on holiday. I loved this growing up. This was great. He goes on holiday. He's like, where do I want to go on holiday? And he goes to France. He goes to Las Vegas. He goes to, I forget where else, but he, it's great. And he sings the song Bloomin' Christmas. I love this one. And my daughter loves this one too. She would watch it a lot, even after Christmas. I want to watch Santa Claus. This is great. This is This is one that I mean, you got the snowman there from the other one too.
Nice.
Yeah.
Crossover.
Yeah. Last one. Scrooge. Japanese
Nice.
Scrooge. I'm a big fan of the Scrooge, the Christmas Carol in general.
Mm-hmm.
Like a few years ago, I think last year, I made a mixed VHS tape of 6 hours of Scrooge, Scrooge shows and everything. I just think it's great. I mean, and this is probably the best. Bill Murray and this LaserDisc is great too. This cover.
Oh, it's a great cover.
Yeah, it's cool.
That's it. That's what I got. That's my 5. Max, what you got?
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, I was just editing mine a little bit because I'm
Uh-oh. Got some backups?
I'm keeping one duplicate. I'm
All
keeping one duplicate, but I'm gonna start with number 5. Mixed nuts.
Ooh, okay.
I've never seen it.
Yeah, same here.
This is great. I feel like this is frequently overlooked, and it is a California Christmas. It's in Santa Monica, California, and Steve Martin and all his little friends there basically are. Adam Sandler's in this, by the way. But yeah, they work for this like suicide help hotline. And they're in like an apartment building in Santa Monica, and it's Christmas Eve, and it's like all the events of Christmas Eve and their goofy little things that happen. And Steve Martin, he feels bad. He's got a person on the phone. He accidentally he's like, all right, I'll give you the address. And you're not supposed to give the address to the place. And then a person shows up, and they're a drag queen, and they're like fabulous, and they're like, they like tango dance Steve Martin and freaking the drag queen. It's fabulous. I mean, so many good ridiculous scenes. Juliette Lewis is in it, Madeline Kahn, Rob Reiner's in it, Sandler's in it, Rita Wilson, and it's just basically like it's from start to finish, it's just wacky, and I just really enjoy it. It's frequently overlooked, but yes, definitely this one. If you find it, if it's cheap, which normally it is, get this. Watch this. It's a really good Christmas movie.
You had me at deluxe widescreen presentation.
Right? I know. Okay.
But they were made for 4x3.
Too bad. It's a reason why Christmas Vacation is not on my list, because I have it and I sell it every time.
Womp, womp.
Here it is.
Wow.
Speak of the devil.
And I love this not only just for how wacky Chevy Chase is, because he does kind of remind me of my dad in some ways, but I mean, this movie just overall is incredible, and the neighbors and their house and the stereo. I literally love that scene. Anytime it's wet, it's like, why is the carpet wet, Todd? I love that. That is my favorite thing. It's so
good.
Stupid, but I love it. This is, when he's freaking greased up the bottom of the saucer and he's flying through oh my god. He reprised that same little bit in like the 2000s era Snow Day, where Chevy Chase is the weatherman. You use that same scene. That's how important that little silly ridiculous saucer scene was. So
I forgot about Snow Day.
Oh, Snow
Does
Day.
he say check me out, dude, or something crazy?
Yeah, check me out, dude.
Ooh, I think I see something.
Oh, I wish I had that one.
Yeah. I love this so much. His house is the dream. It is the dream. All of his
Oh yeah.
And then it's just a winter wonderland, and everyone shows up, and Grace Jones in the box. She's doing her little drummer boy. I love it.
That's awesome.
Love literally
the Marines at the beginning. I love the Marines.
Yes, and freaking Cher, she just comes in and she just where are the guys? There's so many. This is for sure the better of the two versions. To my knowledge, this is the. Is
there an image version or something, right?
Yeah, there's another one. I think this is the slightly newer.
That looks newer. Yeah,
it's not widescreen though.
96 versus.
Yeah, but it was
90.
TV, so I'm cool. I'll buy it.
Yeah, exactly. It's really good. Okay, so this is kind of gonna be how many was that? 3. Okay, so I got 2 more. This one it's honorary mention because it really would be number 1 if it had English audio, but this is The Year Without Santa Claus.
Nice.
And this is one of my absolute favorites. And I tracked this down and was disappointed this morning when I put it in finally. And it's just completely redone with total Japanese voice actors.
Oh, nice.
Really cool, but like also just like
Not what you
extremely
wanted.
disappointing for me, who just like loves this movie so much. So yeah, I'll have to unfortunately just figure out a way to put this on and sync it to my DVD because I'm crazy. So
yeah, sync it, do it.
But this movie, I love this because it is wacky. Santa gets a head cold and can't be Santa. And Mrs. Claus is like, no, Santa, you cannot go out. You have a head cold,
For the children.
And then if anybody's ever seen the characters, whether they've seen the movie or not, this is the snow miser and the heat miser.
Yep. They're too much.
Is that stop motion? What is that? Is that claymation?
It's the same people who did this.
The Rankin Bass. Yep.
Oh, okay.
This is my one here, which is they did Santa Claus is Coming to Town.
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't even realize that was on LD.
This is my number one.
Yeah, damn.
But it's mainly for Santa Claus is Coming to Town and Rudolph. I love Santa Claus is Coming to Town. I love the put one foot in front of the other. I love that. There's so many good songs, but I love the weird little details of like, so Santa basically grows up and like he runs into the Mr. Winter whispering wind man, and basically he's like, call me Winter when his heart finally melts. But then like they show him like literally, this is like probably 20 years in the future, and he's like, call me Winter. He's still referring to himself like you need to like remind your buddy that you've known for 20 years to call you Winter. Like it's wacky and I love it.
Good
and
stuff.
Rudolph is classic, but
and Frosty voiced by the star of Microwave Massacre. So
I know that's so crazy. That's so true. I was so weirded out watching that. Oh my
God, is strange.
Is that Frosty? I was like, that's Frosty.
That's Frosty. He's cooking people.
He's like, oh my gosh. Yeah, the only one I actually haven't seen in like forever is Little Drummer Boy.
Yeah, that's okay.
I haven't.
Yeah.
Probably since I was a little kid. I did have this exact one on VHS when I was a little kid.
Yeah.
So it's very, very sentimental for me to have the LaserDisc now.
Respect.
That's fun. That's all.
All right. Well, kudos to you guys for keeping it traditional and not straying too much. I thought it was going to be all Silent Night, Deadly Nights. Yeah, and diehards.
If it was a horror Christmas topic, I would go there.
I know. I
had Silent Night, Deadly Night. I don't have that.
I love it.
I'm only missing
it's great.
4.
I kicked Nightmare Before Christmas off because it's so Halloween-y that I was like, yeah, that's more Halloween-y to me. So, all right, you guys ready for a wolf pick?
Ooh, all right.
All right. Speak of the horrible Die Hard words, we're gonna go Die Hard versus Lethal Weapon. So,
wow.
Yeah, action versus action Christmas.
That is a very tough choice.
So think about that. You can choose, there's multiple LaserDisc issues of those too. So, these are the old school Die Hard pre-THX, and the reissue, and crappy old pan and scan version of Lethal Weapon, which I have sadly for the later widescreen. Anyways, I'm gonna go Die Hard, even though it's a tough call, just because I think I watched that more. And it is pretty Christmassy, as everyone will tell you. Your cousin is probably writing a post on Facebook right now about how Christmassy it is. So I'm not gonna I'm not gonna tread into that. But it's just as far as like film quality, I think I enjoy Die Hard just a skosh more. So that's my choice. What do you got, Ryan?
Yeah, so I just shared this BuzzFeed article about how it was a Christmas movie. No, I'm just...
Dude, you're so cutting edge.
I know. Couldn't believe it. But I just watched Lethal Weapon, and I forgot how good it was. It really is good. But there are parts of it that really were dated. It had like that cheesy 80s cop drama music. And
oh, yeah.
I feel like they didn't realize what they had until after they'd finished. Mm-hmm. And whereas Die Hard, they knew it.
Stone Cold classic.
Yeah. And one of them has a DTS track and one of them doesn't. So I got to go with Die Hard because, man, that thing kicks and it looks great. How about you, Luke?
All right, so truth time, everybody. I've never seen Lethal Weapon, so yeah.
Oh
that.
man,
I don't know how that's happened. There's some, everyone has some blanks in their whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm going with Die Hard. I love Die Hard.
Yeah.
And what makes a Christmas movie set in Christmas time, focused
About
on
family?
Yeah, there you go. Die Hard. Boom. Done. End discussion. Yeah.
I'm with you.
100%.
All right, Max, what do you got?
I will say that when I was discussing all the Christmas movies, I was talking about all of them. I was talking about it with my mom, and my mom said, "Did you know Die Hard's a Christmas movie?"
She must have read Luke's or Ryan's BuzzFeed article.
My mom literally said that to me, and I literally burst out laughing. I couldn't believe it. My mom was like,
Nice.
"Did you know Die Hard's a Christmas movie?" I was like, "Yes, Mom, I know that." And I am going to go with Lethal Weapon.
Oh, all right.
It's Los Angeles, and I actually have frequently walked by or drove by the exact building that they jump off of in the beginning.
Nakatomi Plaza is not too far though. What's that? Century City. So
there's lots of like I'm a big fan of Christmas in Los Angeles. So.
All right.
Not to say Die Hard isn't good. I love Die Hard.
Hell yeah. It's good. And I think it's got the better soundtrack too, because it's got like Run DMC, Christmas in Hollis, and traditional Christmas jams in there too. Yeah, it's a crusher. So we'll put it up on Facebook and we'll see what the kids say. And hopefully they'll choose correctly and choose Die Hard. We'll see. All right, let's move past the Wolfpack and get into some recent pickups. Limit to 15, swagging players, whatever you got, show it. I had a couple really cool things that I thought were going to be in the mail yesterday, and then they did not show up. And then I thought they were going to be in the mail today, but then the original delivery date changed to a shrug. Yeah. USPS just has like a maybe someday, 2021 maybe. So my stuff got lost. One of my packages came from Maryland, and Maryland to Connecticut is not very far, but they still found a way to lose it. With absolutely no check-ins at any like hubs or anything like that. So I'm running lean, but my boy Moikey came in like in a pinch and threw some things at my way that I really should have bought years and years ago. But I got Trois Couleurs Bleu. Bleu.
Beautiful.
Yeah, fantastic Krzysztof Kozlowski film. I've got multiple copies on different formats, but never had original Miramax LaserDisc, which are very nice. I remember holding this in my hands in Suncoast and talking myself out of buying it. And now I knew because someday Moikey would send it to me. So he hooked me up with that.
Do you have all three? Do you have the other ones?
You know it.
Yeah, they're really good.
It's a fantastic series.
I'm sorry.
So good.
Spoiler.
Yeah. So you got number 2, and
that's the worst one, by the way. That's the worst.
Yeah, my favorite is this one, neck and neck with Blue, and then white's a little more lighthearted, and this one's pretty intense, and it's got like a pretty cool like tie-in with the other. Well, actually, they all kind of have a tie-in, but anyways, I just really like Irene Jacobs' character, and I need to watch them all again from the start. I mean, I have the Criterion and Blu-rays. Don't tell anybody, but super psyched to have these. Damn it! And better late than never. This rolled in.
Yes.
Just in time for the college episode, and Rot Free, which is very nice. So I got that from the Ron man, who threw in a couple stickers and things too. So got some available on LaserDisc swag, and
awesome.
Got that one as well. Pioneer LDCA Incorporated, and then like random packing, like I finally got some test discs. These are both Dumb and Dumber. Let's see if we can rotate that. So
it's cool.
Dumb and Dumber and Dumb and Dumber. So yeah, I love one's widescreen and one's letterbox. Are
they the same numbers on each disc?
I don't know. Let's check it out. 19138 and 19139.
They're probably going to be pan and scan.
All right.
Which is cooler.
Yeah, we're going to check this out. I'll report back next week.
Yes.
Better.
But yeah, all the cool things that I thought were coming in the mail aren't. So I'm going to pass it on to Ryan.
Sweet. I got some stuff in the mail.
I bet you did.
But first I'm gonna highlight a few pickups that I gotten, and I just like they got put in my pile of new stuff, and I never talked about them, and they got buried, and so I wanted to change that. So huge thanks to Peter.
Oh damn!
I had a Japanese one. I had never come across a US one, and Peter was downsizing and making room for some brow, and so he dropped that in my lap, and then you got to have them both, right?
Yes,
I
absolutely.
So yeah, I'm really excited. They're really nice copies. Jackets are nice, discs are nice, rot free, which is they're those old
Image.
image.
Yeah.
They're a little risky.
So wait, isn't there something about the music on the first one that it's only on LaserDisc or Okay.
They still didn't get the there's a song by the Damned called Deadbeat Dance that they still haven't been able to clear the rights for. And like there are some versions out there where they changed the Tarman's voice altogether, and a bunch of other things. So
That's great. Awesome.
Yeah.
And then I don't remember where I got this from, but it's got Steve James in it.
Freaking.
And
Damn.
it looks amazing.
Oh, good.
It's a TV show or something? TV movie?
I have no idea. I saw the cover and I got it. Like,
oh my god,
which makes sense for me.
Yes.
I judge things based fully on their cover, and that's it.
That's from like a real director, though.
I know, but it doesn't. I mean, it has a
That
real
might be
cast,
good.
but
It has like a real cast in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
What's going on?
we'll see. I don't know. It's from Vidmark, so they're going to keep it low.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Good.
Yeah.
And then I got this from Greg, I think it was.
Ooh,
And I
the
have no
hell is
idea what
that?
this is.
it's so
But-
good.
Is it?
It's really, really good. I'm really jealous.
Is that
And
the briefcase from Pulp Fiction they're opening?
It might be. Yeah, that's what kicks off this whole movie. But it looks like it's like a children's adventure thing. I don't know. I don't know what it is
goofy
exactly.
fun.
So
You're gonna like it.
good. That's what I like to hear. And then I got this finally,
Oh, shit.
and it's widescreen. So
All right.
Wow.
I approve.
it's lowbrow widescreen, and I got it from probably one of the worst eBayers who takes about 3 weeks to ship. But for whatever reason, they had it for like $6, so I can't complain. And normally I wouldn't buy from them because they're pretty spacey, which is probably a nice way to put it. But
But when they have Ravenhawk,
yeah, exactly. You have
do
to
it.
make exceptions.
Yeah.
And then just one Japanese release in all this.
Ooh.
I
Nice.
didn't even know
Great.
I was getting this. I had won a lot of like random cool stuff, and this was in here. So I figured I'd highlight it. And it's sealed, of all things.
Woo.
Nice.
Don't open it. Don't open it.
Well, see, that's the thing. I've never seen this, so I'm going to
Oh, dude, you
You
got to
have to
watch
open
it.
it. Yes.
Sorry.
And then my Indonesian saga has finally ended. I've had multiple packages now arrive from the troubled nation, or at least for me. So we'll start here. This is a new variant of the movie Back to Back. There's apparently a US pressing. I've never seen anyone with a copy. But this is American Yakuza 2.
Which everyone knows there was a sequel, right?
Yeah. And obviously there's a sequel on LaserDisc, which,
Yeah.
of a movie that like no one knows that is on LaserDisc.
Michael Rooker, too. That's good.
Yeah.
Incredible.
So that's wait. Is that who pressed that? What country pressed that?
This is Indonesia, as far as I can tell.
Indonesia.
There's no real like pressing company. So like all of these, like
That's great.
it's just got like a
Symbols for symbols'
random
sake.
overseas film group on this one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, sure.
They're legit.
Yeah. So I'll give a little more details as we go on because I've
Okay.
got more than one.
Sure.
So I got the first package, and it was mostly correct. So there were some things missing. That's the problem when you deal with international, whatever emerging markets, I'll call it that. So I was missing a few things, but there were a few other things in there, and they're a lot of work, but you find some cool stuff like Chad McQueen's #1 fan, which is an Orion US release. This is a US pressing.
Yes.
How
I
it
have-
got there, I don't know. I've been talking to Trevor a lot about these, and my working theory is anything that they pressed in the US, like #1 fan, that may not have sold well, they
Got
sent
dumped?
it overseas for like the rental market.
Yeah.
So rather than just taking clearance them all off, send them over there and they'll rent them forever. And I think that's what they did. And then, of course, there's things that they made over there that no one has a clue, like American Chinatown.
That's the best Chinatown.
So,
movie.
I looked this up, and there's like almost nothing on it on IMDb, and it's in English, but the transfer is pretty rough. But we're gonna focus on, if you guys can see it, this guy's jawline.
Oh, dude, is that like a Zadar?
Wait, that's what's his face? Zadar? Yeah.
Is that Robert Zadar?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Samurai cop.
There you go. Yeah.
But this was never on LaserDisc database in any form. There were no other releases of it, and yeah, I'm excited to watch that. I think it's going to be absolute garbage, but we'll see. And then the other thing is you're going to miss a lot on some of these. Like I've gotten discs and just had to toss them, like deep scratches, or you can see the rot, and when you throw it on, it's bad. And they're all heavily scratched up. So
rented.
Well, yeah, they're rented. Yep. They were handled. Yep. They were used. They were abused. They sat God knows where for years. But some good things come out of it. And one of them is this Bloodfist Sticks.
Wow.
So according to LDDB, this was supposed to come out in the US, but never did. Yeah. So here's where it gets crazier. If you look, it's like they took the US design because it says design in USA. It's got the New Horizons logo.
Oh my God.
And it's a Pioneer US pressing. So it's like they made it and they're like, we're not even getting any pre-orders, or we're not predicting pre-orders. So they just sent it off to Indonesia. So I added this to LDDB because I mean it's Bloodfist 6.
I'm just picturing like Lost, like every month just plane would fly over Indonesia and drop like a giant pallet full of laser discs.
Yeah, so my guess is the laser discs were popular for rentals because they could handle the climate better.
Yep.
They didn't have to worry about mold like tapes would and things like that. Like you could rent a laser disc and keep it in your 90-degree, 100-degree house and it was fine.
Just the jackets.
Yeah. Well, but these were all laminated and they took the lamination off.
Whoa.
So
whoa.
Yes,
Whoa.
This is an unknown brand new Pamela Anderson. Naked Souls. So it's like a sci-fi horror garbage.
God.
I think that garbage is the third in the genre list.
Nice.
But yeah, so another one from Indonesia. There's like no markings that say who actually made it. This one is Kushner Lock Film Group.
Oh yeah.
So like they just put like the logos of whatever production company maybe had like the international distribution rights, pressed them in either Japan or the US and sold them only over there. And I don't even think they sold them. I think they just rented them.
Damn.
And yeah, we'll keep rolling. One more here. Martial Outlaw.
Oh my God.
Jeff Wincott. Nice.
And Gary Hudson, just a good cast. You know,
sorry, Gary.
But this is it's a US release. I've never been able to find a US copy. This is Republic Pictures.
Yep.
But I snagged it and it was just like, oh crap, that's really, really cool. But so that does it. I got a few more I'll show off another time. But that does it for this seller, who is a little. I'm not 100% sold yet.
It's a bet. Yeah.
How long did it take to get you from Indonesia?
It was this one was like 3-4 weeks or three to 4 days after they shipped it. So I want to say it shipped on finally like a Monday and was there the following Monday. So it was really good. Now, I talked about this on the podcast, probably over the summer. I had shipped a package from Indonesia last fall, and it got all the way to Chicago, and then the U.S. Postal Service screwed up and sent it all the way back. And in that time, from the same seller, I got another package. It was delivered, no issues. Good seller, good guy, really communicative. We tried to figure out what was going on, and nobody would do anything. So we're like, all right, screw it. We'll just, once it gets back, we'll send it. Well, then COVID hit and shut down everything. And so I'm like, all right, I know you've got a few discs for me. What else do you have? Let's add to the package because I like to gamble with the postal services internationally. And so I added a few more things. And finally, like, we just kept, like, every couple of weeks, I'd be like, can you ship yet? And he's like, no. And then it got to where he was almost able to ship, and he goes, they're starting to open it up, and then they canceled it and shut it down. So no more slow boats again. And when you're ordering this stuff, it's not that it's expensive. It's just that it has to come slow boat or you have to pay air. And you don't want to pay air because that's insane. But finally, July-ish, I think it was July, maybe August, I was like, hey, what's going on? And he's like, I can finally send it. And so he shipped me a box, and it came last week. And it was just so much work. You get it. They come in like the plastic, like rental packets. Some of them are really, really rough in terms of the packages. You just throw it all away. You take the inserts out, toss them. But some of them were like shrink wrapped, and they put like a hardened piece of cardboard inside. And that was like the rental piece. And I saved one. They also came, all the discs would come in these like cool, like advertising inserts for like peanuts.
Nice.
And then it had like, apparently Laser Kid was the
Laser
name of
Kid,
the like rental place. So like these were in actually better condition than others, but you still have to clean it all up. It's, you know, it's sat for years. I doubt that they're still renting LaserDiscs anywhere.
That'd be great if they were.
But they're all beat up.
Maybe.
Maybe, yeah. There might be a guy. But so I picked up a few things, and again, I'm not going to show everything off tonight, but this is Gun Crazy with Drew Barrymore, which has a US release, but this is a way cooler cover.
Yeah, that's badass.
And this one is from Taiwan.
Wow.
So this one actually has like the city logo. This is an actual production company in Taiwan that has a bunch of releases, but no one had this one, I don't think. So really, really cool. And then this one is really sought after. This is Good Cop, Bad Cop, which is in the US Raw Justice. So another new pressing version. No one knew it existed, of an existing movie that you can't find. So really, really cool.
I love it.
And then I saved the heat for last.
Oh my God.
Bring it.
I got two things.
I'm so
That was
excited.
not the heat. Oh my God.
Lorenzo Lamas' Midnight Man. So this is a new version. There's one other pressing that's also Asian only. This one, no subtitles, English only. Looks like it was stolen off a US master or something.
Damn.
Which,
Incredible.
yeah,
We got flames. We got a sword. No guns, right?
the guns are on the back. Don't worry.
Okay.
What is this Batwing moment on the back?
I have
We got
no idea.
a little bit of cleavage. So yeah, we got a bit of everything.
Yeah. And as you can see, it's got some kind of like Indonesian thing on it. But yeah, like there's no real information. These companies, as far as I can tell, when I Googled them, either don't exist or like, you know, there's not even a hit for it.
Oh my God.
And then I got one more that I don't know what the story behind this is. I can only estimate. And this is Terminal Rush with Don the Dragon Wilson and Roddy Piper.
Nice.
What?
Now, this movie doesn't exist on LDDB, or didn't until I got it. So I was really, really excited. I spent a lot of time trying to get this. And then I go to look, in the production company is Royal Oaks Entertainment, and they have a United States address. So
Really?
I don't know if like they were a failed US startup. I don't know if they only distributed overseas. I can't find anything about it, but it's like a completely English release. It seems like it's a US release, but it never existed.
Weird.
Yeah. But I mean, it's in really good condition. Like surprisingly, the spines are good.
Nice.
All of these discs I take out and I polish both sides, which takes forever. And then I put in like protectors because I don't know if I'll see them again. And yeah, it was just really cool. And it's Roddy Piper. So I was really, really happy. But it was a year long to get these discs because of COVID and the United States Postal Service. And I only had to toss one. And then there was one where like I was kind of heartbroken. I don't have it with me, but I thought I was getting Nemesis 3, which doesn't exist on LaserDisc database. And there was a Nemesis 2 inside.
Womp
I know.
womp.
But I mean, that's the kind of thing. Like there's a risk. You don't know if they're going to be playable. Some of them aren't. Some of them are rotted. You roll the dice and hope you get something cool and you avoid mold. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, so
Wow.
that's it for me this week. How about you, Max? Or
What about
Luke?
Luke?
Sorry.
Oh shit! Oh, what is my?
Yeah.
How am I supposed to? How am I
Yeah, no
supposed
pressure.
I know.
Yeah,
No
okay.
pressure, man.
Fuck, I got some at Home Alone. There you go. Okay. Pull out the big guns. All right, so I've been buying a lot of stuff on eBay, but I've been slowing down. Like the last time I was on the podcast, I pulled out some big guns, but I've been slowing down a little bit. This one I bought, it's Peck and Paws, The Killer
Nice.
Elite.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah, this is a movie I learned about from, I'm a big fan of How Did This Get Made?
Mm-hmm.
And they talked about this, I think, briefly on there, and I looked it up, and I watched it a little bit, and I really liked it. I stopped it at a moment, and then I was like, oh, I really like this movie. It's about they're in some weird CIA whatever agency, and then one Sam Conn, Rob Duvall shoots Sam Conn in the leg, and there's some whatever. The point after I stopped it, it gets horrible, like just horrible, like kung fu action horrible. But anyway, it's a nice widescreen release. And
wait, can you explain that to me again?
Yeah, how's that horrible?
Kung fu action horrible. What?
I mean, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot what podcast I'm on. It's amazing. It's the best ever. Anyway, so yeah, you got some kung fu action going on there on the back.
Oh,
And so it's a lot of like James Caan, in a wheelchair trying to get back to his former self, and blah 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 blah.
Kind of like a Better Tomorrow sounds
blah,
like.
blah, blah, and I'm freaking James Caan in a wheelchair.
Whatever. Okay, so let's see. The next few, everything else I have. Let's see. I talked to this guy, a VHS guy. His name is Tyler Bell. He's this amazing. He makes these amazing bootlegs for VHS. I will like just amazing shit. And I want to show some of his stuff real quick. This is the Star Wars Holiday Special. He made a VHS bootleg of it. I don't know if you've ever seen this, but it is god awful. Like it is just so
rough.
amazing. It's amazingly awful. But he makes these amazing bootlegs, and I was, so I've got this. I send him stuff. He sends me stuff, and it's a great relationship we have. I think it's a win-win. Another great one he made is this Elves one.
These are a great one.
Elves is, you need to watch Elves. Okay, it's not available on LaserDisc, but it is.
Well, there's
it?
like a weird Taiwan or something that's out there.
Good luck. Okay,
yeah, exactly.
Not bad. Yeah. Every VHS he makes has some kind of color VHS going on in there. So I send him a lot of color tapes. I send him all the weird Japanese stuff I could. And he, in return, sends me great LaserDisc stuff. So he fell into some LaserDisc stuff, and everything I got was from him. So here we go. The first one I got was Moontrap.
Nice.
One? Yeah. With, of course, the guy from Star Trek.
Walter
and
Koenig,
Bruce Campbell. Yeah. So it's a great one that he just fell into a bunch of these, and it's like if you fell into VHS, what are you gonna do with it? Okay. So this was a good one that I found. I started watching this one, and then I need to finish it up.
Yeah, I haven't seen that in ages.
Yeah. So yeah, there's that one. Next one I got from him, a good one, is Light of Day.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice.
It's a Fox.
High quality.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
So, I recently listened to WTF with Mark Maron. Listened to his Michael J. Fox episode the other day. I listened to it while I run. And anyway, I just, whatever. I love movies like this with, very famous actors around the same time where they did movies that we all know, like, and it's like, well, they didn't just do Back to the Future. They did other movies around that time as well. So I'm looking forward to getting into that one.
That one's not hard, or kind of hard to come by. Like I don't see it very often. I've seen Japanese presses more than US ones.
Yeah, it's a VHS LaserDisc only, right? They don't have deep Blu-ray or DVD.
I haven't heard of the
I don't
Blu-ray.
think so.
No, I don't think so.
Next one I got from him. So I talked about Paris, Texas the other time I was on. So I got Until the End of the World.
Nice.
Criterion recently put this out, like the extended version.
The long one. Yeah.
Yeah. And this is the the regular theatrical version. I don't know.
Still very long.
Yeah. So I guess I'll start with this one, and then
that's what I did.
Yeah.
Seemed to work. Yeah.
What do you think? What did you think of it?
I enjoy it. I like that one. It seems to be hit or miss with a lot of people, but the first half I enjoy more than the second part. But I don't know. I like the whole kind of glowing aspect of it, and it's kind of futuristic, but not at the same time. I liked it. It's got a good vibe.
Cool. Yeah, I'm looking forward. Yeah.
Good soundtrack too.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. Is U2 on there? Because
no? Yeah, I think I forgot what song they throw on there. It might be something from their Passengers, thing.
Got REM, U2, Talking Heads, Lou Reed, Peter Gabriel, Katie Lang, and others.
Yeah.
Yeah. You go wrong with Talking Heads.
Okay. All right, next one I got from him. Let's see. Let me. This movie, Eve of Destruction. This is
nice.
the U.S. one. I've got the Japanese one. I like it. It's pretty good. It's a good movie. Like it's basically like a Terminator, whatever. Gregory Hines goes after the Terminator. Kind of. It's good. Yeah, I remember watching. I'm like, oh, I actually like this one. Next one I got. From all these from Tyler, solid guy. Buy his bootlegs. They're great. Is The Gate.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
That was a good pickup.
Nice one from The Gate. So yeah. I don't know what to say about this one. Yeah. I enjoy this movie. Yeah, watch it.
Yeah.
It's got the metal kid. I always loved the metal the metalhead friend.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
And then the last one I got from him, I've never seen this one. I'm sure you guys know more about it than I do, is Fast Food.
Oh,
nice.
Oh.
Yeah, that was
It's
on
Jim Varney, right?
Yeah, Jim Varney in there and Tracy Lord, right?
Lord.
So
Yeah.
That's a good hit. Like
That was
literally
I think
says
that was one of my top comedy ones, I think.
really.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I was gonna say we had that on the.
That's the top for me.
Let me throw this away.
That was the top 5.
Yeah. So there you go. Yeah. Some discs, like I've been buying discs so long, you see something and like, yes, I need that one. Give me that one before anybody else gets it. So yeah. Like I said, that's it. Everything I got from Tyler there. Again, here's some other bootlegs. I will promote his stuff. This is a nice Mandy bootleg he did.
Ooh.
It is amazing. It opens up to the side.
oh, wow.
It's like a cheddar goblin box.
There you go. And it's a yellow orange tape there.
Damn.
He's an artist. There's no one doing what he's doing.
Damn.
That's
like
crazy.
he is just the man. And that's not the only Mandy he did. He did this one too.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that's nice.
Nice.
And it's a purple sparkle tape.
Mm.
So I will forever give this dude tapes because I know he will put them to better use than I ever will, So yeah, that's it. That's all I got. Max, what you got?
All right. Well, I had the Japanese box has showed up, so I've got some good stuff here.
All right. Hit us.
And they're all from Japan. So this I got from the same person I got the Year Without Santa Claus. This is Christmas Pinocchio.
Huh. Also dubbed in Japanese?
I have a feeling that it is. But I don't know. It just looked wild. I love this animation that they do with these little characters. I just love that. So even if it's just something to put on, even if the audio is not in English, I'm just looking forward to seeing what the heck these little character guys are going to do. I love their Santa they use. He's like the same Santa and everything. I like the continuity of Santas too. Yeah,
there's something good to put on like during a Christmas party when we have Christmas parties again, to just have it blasting on some TVs or something.
Yeah, exactly. Like you could put on like a Christmas playlist and then have, those types of things going on. Okay.
Ooh, nice. Excellent.
I had like no idea until I saw this cover and I was like, is that Lord of the Rings? Like,
yeah, it sure is.
So So I don't know. I had the Hobbit comic book version as a kid.
Oh,
but
snap.
I never have seen this. And I had the Hobbit, I think it was Hobbit VHS. It was like a cartoon version. I had that.
I did admit
as a
to seeing that
kid.
in the theater, but then people would know how old I am. But I won't.
This, I have no clue.
Cyber Vision.
Golf.
What?
Wow. And cyber with an S even. That's like bonus.
Cyber.
Neuromuscular program. That is like some futuristic stuff.
This is some freaking 2020 shit right here.
I bet that like interacts with your brain and hypnotizes you into being a good
100%
golfer.
Like VR, like LaserDisc VR prototype, like.
Yeah, it's like Brainstorm 2 material there. Like,
Better put on the 3D
It's like your flip
goggles
down,
for it.
like yeah, just your flip down little eyepiece, shield piece that's like showing you how to play golf.
load Cyber Vision Golf.
I don't know. I'm really excited.
I can't believe it.
Okay,
That's
I got
amazing.
a bunch of music ones.
Ooh. Oh, damn.
I didn't
Nice.
have this.
Oh, ATL, what's up?
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that. I had never actually had a copy of this before, so I
That's
have like
sick.
almost
Seen that
all the hundreds.
Yeah, same here. Oh, snap.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
In Tokyo.
Tokyo.
Yeah, this. I mean, it's straight all the hits.
I think I have a
Yeah,
VHS
that's
bootleg of that.
Really?
Yeah.
So did Axel actually make that show then?
yeah, it was
I don't know. I don't see him on the cover. So.
I think it was scheduled for 1990 and
Oh,
he
no,
showed
there
up
he
in 92.
That's about
There
right.
I was like looking for him. I almost didn't. I'm like, where is he on this?
Oh, he is
cover?
hiding in the
Show?
in the Reds.
No, okay. This one's. Woo!
Oh, sick.
Oh,
I
yeah,
almost
shut
bought that one
up.
recently.
Shut up.
I lost it. That's awesome.
I'm so
Flavor
happy.
Flav.
Oh my god.
Flavor
sick.
Flav.
I mean, the biggest clocks. I
What,
mean,
what else? Well, I was on there. Like,
I'm lamping. I'm cold lamping.
I said,
We got
whoa.
Countdown to Armageddon.
A lot.
Yeah.
Musi weighs a
All
ton.
the
Night 11
videos.
Bass Heads. Oh yeah, there we go.
Nice.
Some serious.
There's cold lamping with flavor.
Yeah.
That's a rage.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I'm stoked on this.
That's a good one.
Beardo's big Public Enemy fan, so.
Respect. Ooh,
Oh, fuck you.
damn.
These music ones were all
Sonic
in a lot.
Youth's on there,
together.
right?
These were all
Yeah.
together. Yes. There's a ton of Sonic Youth, quite a
Yeah.
bit of Nirvana, Babes in Toyland, Dinosaur Jr., Gumball, Ramones.
Damn.
And yeah, mainly Sonic Youth and Nirvana though.
Wow.
Nice.
But this is just super cool. Love it.
Yeah.
Love that. And
Very nice.
this one actually showed up. I wasn't expecting to get this already.
Oh.
What?
Nice.
Jay Roland and I are doing a trade. I had a copy of Redline sitting aside for him for like a very long time. It's been very hard for my side. I was trying to figure out what I wanted to trade. So I was debating between Trauma and he's like, I have this. I'm like, sold, no problem.
Win.
I'll take this one.
Nice.
I love this movie. Oh my gosh. Not
Fantastic.
Josie Rosie anymore.
I like it.
So I think that's all of my things.
Respect.
No swag this time.
I know. I'm surprised.
I'm gonna have swag next time though.
Okay,
Oh.
good.
I showed a lot last time, so
Yeah, I don't even know what's left to find. I'm sure you're going to find it though.
I'm gonna find it.
Since Luke showed off some tapes, I did get one tape.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
How did you get that one? How did you get that
Have
one?
all the tapes.
Is it legit or is it some sort of knockoff?
legit, I believe.
All right.
No.
So wait, there's a story behind that, right? I mean, there's a guy who only collects those. I mean, he doesn't only collect those, but
No, he's got a ridiculous tape collection from what he's shown or what I've seen.
He's the king of tape collecting.
Yeah, but I had the curiosity killed the cat. I had to find one. And,
Yeah, that's great.
I watched part of it and it's good. Like the auction listing was very. It had me worried. They're like not tested but should be good, and I'm like, screw it, I'll roll the dice. I'm feeling lucky, and sure
The
enough.
the great thing about, he even says it's a terrible movie. Like he's like, this is a horrible movie, but I have to collect every copy known to man.
Yeah. Yeah. So I did get a meat hook and I shaved this week. No.
Did they say how many peni had been inside the slip or no?
No, they leave that out of the listings online now because
I thought there was
69.
69
We'd
peni.
have to put it in the adult section if they did.
Yeah.
I mean, the slip was quite warm. So
All right, fair enough. Yeah.
It wasn't the sun.
Rough around the edges. Yep.
shout out to our VHS friends.
Yeah.
We have no VHS friends.
I guess Douglas is the closest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout
No,
out to
I mean,
Douglas.
you've got your boot guy, and you know, there's a few of them who overlap into
Sure.
LaserDisc territory for sure. But yeah.
Yeah. All right. So I think we're moving into recent spins. So get ready. Tell us what you've been watching. I talked about picking this up the last one, so of course I had to watch it. YMO live at Budokan. I know I'm always bothering people with Yellow Magic Orchestra, but it's sick. It's a little bit longer than the other YMO disc I have, and it's just really cool, and it's fun because the band, they just roll up. It's in Japan, and they're just kind of just rolling up in beat up in a bus, and it's not very glamorous. They're going to this huge, theater that they're playing, and they're just like rolling in like they were going to grandma's house or something like that. So it's got some fun stuff before the concert, and the concert itself is tasty. So I was like to get that. And I don't know, for some reason I've been wanting to watch this, the Babylon 5 pilot, which is the original pilot, which has music by Stuart Copeland, and they eventually redid this show for TNT, and they edited out stuff, and they added some things in. This is the original one that I remember seeing on TV when it first dropped. It's fun. The special effects are dated. It's neat because the designs and everything are still cool, but it looks like what previs animation would look like today. It's just not very detailed, but it's got a lot of cool moments, and they did a lot with a low budget, and lighting, the set lighting and stuff is really just adventurous and just cool and creative. And I love the Stuart Copeland score. I wish they had been able to keep him, but by the time they got the pilot greenlit or whatever, I guess he had moved on to something else, other movies or something. And yeah, it's a fun show. So yeah, I don't think this is available outside of this LaserDisc in that fashion.
Do you think that Stuart Copeland would have taken their entire budget?
You possibly, yeah. Maybe that's why they couldn't afford higher quality CGI. No, I mean, it was pretty cutting edge CGI for its time. And, it wasn't like, it was like syndicated television or like UPN or something like that too. So it wasn't even like major, network stuff. And, nowadays everybody's got millions to throw at content, but it was cool. It was a lot of fun things, and it was very Star Trek Next Generation-y, that pilot. And that's also got stuff that they cut out too. Like, there's a section of the ship, like they were like, well, wouldn't it be fun if not everybody breathed oxygen? So like we should have a section of the ship that's like people are breathing methane or, other things. So the captain, takes this one person on a tour, and they have to put on gas masks as they enter this other section, but everyone's like in cells. They're like, so it either looks like a zoo or a jail. Everyone's, all these aliens are in these like 6x6 cubes. And people were like, well, that kind of sucks. Like, I know you gave them birthing and air to breathe, or methane to breathe, but like, why are they in prison? So they cut that whole segment out, but it's on the LaserDisc. And then just for no reason, I wanted to watch True Lies, so I fired that up, and nice. I don't have the DTS copy. I'll have to get that because it's even nicer looking from what I've heard than this one. But this is the old original I got from either Suncoast or Columbia, the Columbia LaserDisc Club back in the day. I just wanted to watch it on the new Sony Muse setup. So, and likewise, all right, here's the funny thing. I'm always talking about when I get things that are pan and scan and I just sell them off, and then I like kind of regret it later when I do like a Christmas show and I think, well, I don't have any of that stuff. So I kind of shot myself in the foot by upgrade-itis. Like if I get a copy of something that's a little bit mintier than something else, I'll upgrade. And then I upgraded myself into pan and scan with my super shitty Mission Impossible. So I'm in the hilarious position now of needing a minty copy of Mission Impossible because I got rid of all of my widescreen ones. I had so many of them. And I popped this in. I'm like, I want to see what this looks like on the Sony. And it's like formatted to fit your television. What the crap? And then I was like, it doesn't say widescreen at the top. I had no idea there was a THX certified pan and scan version of Mission Impossible. So if someone is out there and they really want to see this in 4:3, and Max, all right, already has my widescreen for me. So
Yes.
Get ready, get in touch with me, and this could be yours. It's very nice. It's very, no spine problems. It's going to be the treasure in your collection. So that's it.
Did you watch it like the whole way through, or
no? I bailed after about 10 minutes. I kind of wanted to see for a little bit, just to see the difference, and then I was like, God damn it! So I pulled it out, and then
was the picture really good though?
Yeah, I mean it's still THX approved, so is a high quality pan and scan.
Well, I did get a few Indonesian discs with the THX logo on them, and let me tell you, that logo doesn't stand for a lot overseas.
That logo gets around.
Yeah, but I mean,
Like,
that disc for like 96, right? Was it 96?
Yeah, I think it dropped in theaters 96. So this was either 96 or 97 when it really it still came out in 96. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, like it's a great picture, like
fantastic.
The widescreen one. So I mean, I bet the pan and scan looks good.
Well, that's why I was like, I got to do some like test material that I'm familiar with to see the difference with the Sony, and then all of a sudden,
well, I mean, I bet the 4:3 picture that you saw was really, really good.
It was sharp. Yeah, I'll give you that. It was sharp.
Well, I purposely watch pan and scan movies.
I know.
Hell yeah.
We'll start it off with this, which is White Line Fever.
Yes.
And I had shown this off that I'd picked it up from Japan, and it's Jan Michael Vincent, and it involves a semi-truck, and he's basically a young guy starting out. Him and his wife decide he's going to get a semi-truck, and they're going to make some money and start a family, and it all goes wrong. But this was fantastic. It's got an old school country music soundtrack, so if you're into country, you probably won't like it, or not into country rather. But I really enjoyed it, and there is a U.S. pressing, so it's out there. But I got to say, this is a pretty decent press for early 80s, 84, 85 probably.
Damn. I'm 80% sure my dad took me to see that in the theaters at the 99-cent theater.
As he should have. It was quite enjoyable.
Good dad.
Yeah, he took me to all the good stuff.
So I've been watching some Blood Fist movies.
Oh, of course.
So as you know, I found number 6, but numbers 3 through 7 now are on LaserDisc. 6 just came out, but no. But I started watching them on a different format because 1 and 2 obviously are on LaserDisc, and 3 was, but 4 was really good. So he's a repo man.
Ooh.
And he repos this car, and of course it's like these Eastern European dudes' car, and it was the wrong car but the right car. It had the right plates, the wrong VIN, and bad things happen. And it was quite good. So there's the bad guy there.
Wow.
And yes, that is
Donald Pleasance?
No. But
it looked like Donald Pleasance.
Wait, who is it? Who the fuck is it?
that's the guy from Top Gun.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can't remember
the guy
his
from Back
name.
to the Future. Back to Future.
Yes, Strickland.
Yeah. So it's got him as an FBI agent, and it's quite good. I really like number 4.
What's with the there like red sticker over the boobage or something on the front?
Oh no, it was a previously.
Oh, now I see it. Yep.
So like
Cooler.
second story video previously viewed, $7.95 fully guaranteed.
And
let me tell you, it was fully guaranteed.
Is Kat Sassoon related to Vidal Sassoon? Do we know?
No, she is, however, a credentialed fighter.
All right.
Tried to cross over unsuccessfully into movies. She was in Angel Fist.
No Rothrock.
Nice. Yeah, she's no Rothrock.
She didn't have it. I watched this, Prancer.
Yes.
Wow.
I fell asleep in the first 20 minutes or so, and then woke up and finished it with my wife, who enjoyed it. Sam Elliott was not a great character. He was just kind of an angry parent.
He's got a fine mustache, though.
But he figured it out by the end. He does have a fine mustache.
Yeah.
And you've got that going on. So
what the hell?
What?
So
I'm not asking questions. I don't know.
Flores. So it wasn't bad. It had a good family ending, so
Nice.
it pulled it together. But yeah, it was pan and scan for all those people who love widescreen.
Was it TV though?
What?
Was it like a TV movie or?
I have no idea.
It's
I
like
didn't
some
do that
Hallmark
much-
stuff.
Yeah,
I
it
didn't
kinda
do
has
much
that vibe.
research.
Yep.
You think I actually did that much research?
Luke took notes. The least he could do is
Look, I finished it. That's good enough.
fair enough.
Yeah, it's more than Sam as possible.
I got through it. Boom.
Nice.
I watched this. The colors in this are just ridiculous. Like it's
Pastels
really
and-
enjoyable. Yep.
Houses.
yeah.
Did not make my top 5, but definitely a Christmas film because it snows ish.
Yeah.
Because of snow?
Yeah, and you know,
There's a Christmas tree and
yeah, there's a Christmas tree and
Yeah.
things, but it was
Alright.
enjoyable, and
Ski
I
school.
hadn't seen it in a
Ski
long
school.
time, so it was nice to revisit. And then got a couple more things. Let's see, that's 3. I watched some American Ninja movies. This one was the worst.
any Christmas?
It is not Christmas related. Well, there was like a tree that it might have been a pine in
Fair
one
enough.
of the scenes, but no, like man,
Christmas.
this one. After watching 1 and 2, what a letdown! Let me tell you, there's a reason why
Bummer.
this one's still available on
Why
eBay.
was it? No, never mind. Go
But
ahead.
Blood Hunt sounds cool. I mean,
Yeah,
Cincotta's
I mean,
in it too.
even Steve James couldn't save it,
Oh,
Damn.
and he's just
really?
a badass and everything.
yeah, he is.
But yeah, I might watch the 4th one.
Yeah.
And I think
Dude,
that's
not
it.
bad.
That was like 4 or 5, right?
Yeah,
I don't
something like
even
that.
know.
Yep.
I just grabbed stuff, and once I stopped, yes. No, but I think that was 5. So, yeah. So,
Yeah, cool, man.
what did you watch, Luke?
I watched some movies. Let's talk about them. Here we go. The first one I watched recently was The Burbs.
Nice.
This is
Full dog.
shitty full pan and scan Burbs.
Full
There's
immersion.
a record store down the street that had it, and I was like, fuck it, yeah, I'm gonna get it, and I'm gonna watch it, and it's great.
I'd even buy
Burbs,
that one.
Yeah.
It was super cheap. Anyway, The Burbs, it was a solid movie. You got Tom Hanks being Tom Hanks in like the best way, I think. A lot of actors who play themselves basically, but I enjoy Tom Hanks as a Tom Hanks. You got Bruce Dern, you got Carrie Fisher, it's great. It's a good movie.
Feldman.
Yeah. Fell dog.
Okay, Feldman, he's great. He is basically like the choir of the movie.
Yeah.
He's us,
Yep.
He's us watching this movie. He's the kid from his porch watching them. I love this movie. It's great.
I used to like Rick Dukeman too. What happened? Is he dead? Is that guy still around?
Yes, he did die.
He did
I
die.
looked him
Okay.
up,
I
yeah.
thought so.
He was, I looked him up, and he was the guy in Ghostbusters 2 who was like Die Hard. He was in Die Hard.
Yep.
He was the guy, the electrician guy saying, oh, we can't pull it. Anyway, he did die.
Rest in peace, Rick Dukeman.
Rest in peace. Like he died 20 years ago. Yeah, Bruce Dern, Carrie Fisher in there. Like you see these old movies, relatively old movies, you see Bruce Dern, and it's like they're in all these movies, and you kind of forget they're just there,
Yeah.
And Carrie Fisher, before like Star Wars became a big thing, there was a time when like Carrie Fisher was just Carrie Fisher.
Yeah.
She wasn't anyway. So
Yeah, Man with One Red Shoe in that movie. Yeah.
I enjoyed it. It was great. I'm not like, I know you guys like the widescreen and everything, but sometimes I like to watch a shitty movie. I like to watch a shitty pan and scan. I know Ryan's down with that.
Yep.
Next one I watched was
Yeah.
Buckaroo Banzai.
Damn.
I never watched this movie before. It was in a record store down the street. They had a bunch of them, and they said 5 for $20. I was like, okay, let me find what I want. I pulled out Buckaroo Banzai. I never watched it. I have no idea what happened in this movie.
There's a lot
but I
going
know-
on.
Yeah, there's a lot. But I know I enjoyed it,
Oh, yeah.
Watched.
He's like, okay, I have notes. Wait a second.
All right.
This Buckaroo Banzai is the most 80s movies. This is the most 80s movie I've ever watched, period.
Perfect.
Truth.
It's not the best 80s movie. I think the the best 80s movies got to be like Back to the Future or some shit, you know?
Yeah.
But this is the most 80s movie because he's like a doctor. He goes through solid mat. He goes through a rock, you know, he goes through a mountain. It's a crazy movie, but it's so enjoyable. And so much so that I want to watch it again.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I really enjoyed Buckaroo Banzai. So the ending of Buckaroo Banzai, I don't know if you ever watched it. So
saw in the theater.
Oh, there you go. So they all walk down. You know, there's the credit scene of Buckaroo Banzai. They're like walking, and Jeff Goldblum is there, and they all kind of just walk down the
Sepulveda Basin. Yeah.
There you go. And I was like, that is Life Aquatic, 100% Life Aquatic.
Yeah.
And I then watched Life Aquatic, and I listened to the commentary of Life Aquatic, and they said they stole it from Buckaroo Banzai. And I was like, yes, I know what I'm talking about. And they said it was weird because Jeff Goldblum, you know, right here is there. And they said, you know, okay, and we got Jeff Goldblum here as well. This is just a weird movie that I want to watch again. You know, it's just I don't know. I can't explain it.
John Lithgow, isn't it?
Yes, John Lithgow. Like, it's weird to think that John Lithgow he didn't play the comedic role until what's the show called?
Third Rock from the Sun.
Third Rock.
Yeah.
Before he was like he was just the bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
But there was a time where John Lithgow played, you know, different characters, and he's definitely in this movie. I was reading the Wikipedia article, like he was super proud of this movie. He wanted to tell people about it because he plays this very weird character that I still don't understand. But this is a good one, Buckaroo Banzai. Yeah, the Blu-ray is super expensive now. I tried to look it up.
It's great. Yeah, I've got the Steelbook, but yeah, I don't think it's easy to find now. Yeah.
Yeah. So and then of course in Ready Player One, he dresses up as Buckaroo Banzai, right? Like for his first date or
it's
something.
his favorite movie or whatever. Yep.
Yeah. But of course, what's his face? He will always be known for Peter Weller.
RoboCop?
No, Naked Lunch. Come on, dude.
Mugwumpjism.
Yeah, there you go. But anyway. So yeah, there you go. Anyway, talk about Buckaroo Banzai all fucking night long.
I'm down, man.
Next one I watched was Zoobaboo Jerky.
Oh, snap sizzle test.
This movie is not great.
Mm-hmm.
I will tell you that. It could have been much better, but it's only available on LaserDisc and VHS. Am I correct?
Yeah, I don't think they've bothered.
Yeah, I don't think there's a reissue.
Yeah, why?
I don't know what the
though.
market would be.
I watched this. I remember renting it on VHS. I got into the Jerky Boys. I think they're very funny. Like they're whatever prank phone calls. It's great. So I know Ryan was talking about this. He's got a copy, right?
Yeah,
So-
I snagged it from when I went to Boston.
Okay. So yeah, I got one on eBay. It came in, and this is a great. It's just a funny movie. The Egyptian magician.
Nice.
It still makes me laugh. Like it's just hilarious. And then there's a great scene in there where Ozzy Osbourne is the manager for the band Helmet. Like, what the
Yes.
hell? What the hell is going on in this movie?
Love
And
it.
Helmet plays in this. Paige Hamilton is playing in this movie.
Sick.
It's great. It's good, but it's not great.
It's a nice timepiece.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Next one I watched recently was, of course, I'm sorry, Sam.
Random.
Yeah.
It's True Lies Week.
But it's the better version, right?
Director's pan and scan version.
There you go. So I own a lot of LaserDiscs that are just like, it's crazy that they were made. I think this is insane that someone put director's pan and scan edition on top of it. Like they were proud of this shit.
Yeah,
They took a
So-
lot of time to do that.
they did. Yeah.
That's crazy. And this was actually from Tyler as well. I saw it. I was like, yes, I
Nice.
want this. And I watched this movie, and it's just a good movie. You
Yeah,
know,
it is.
It's like an in-between movie. I don't know what he did. Terminator 2, James Cameron did before this. And I think the best
Titanic,
movies are, he did it between Terminator 2 and Titanic, whatever. You just kind of do it real quick and then it's great. So this is, what's his name? Roseanne Barr's husband, what's his name?
Tom Arnold.
Tom Arnold.
Yeah, he's great in this movie. What are you talking about?
It's probably his best movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, he surprised everyone with that. Wait, he's not just this annoying guy. He's annoying and funny.
Yeah. So I enjoyed watching this one. And then for laser, being on LaserDisc, pan and scan, your director's pan and scan edition.
I would buy that pan and scan one just for historical purposes. Yeah,
exactly. I own too many just for historical purposes. All right, the last one is a favorite of my daughter that she watches a lot, so I just kind of threw it in. This is the Wallace and Gromit.
Excellent.
Nice.
Yeah. So this one is interesting because it has all three of them on there.
And then there's the other one that has just one or two of them, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And the Japanese ones as well. This was I remember I bought this before Japan and had all three of them on there. So this is amazing. Like this is, claymation at its best. You can't get better than this stuff. And she watches The Wrong Trouser and she says, "Oh, that's a bad penguin." Yes, that is.
Yes, it is.
So, just a great, it's a great disc. I think, and that's it, man. That's all I've been watching recently. So yeah, Max, what you got?
Okay. I went pure Christmas.
I should have done that.
Because I wanted to rep more than I repped. So, okay, I'm going to start with this one. A classic Christmas. This is
Ed Sullivan.
Ed Sullivan show. So this is just one side of the disc is utilized. The other side does not have turtle. It just says wrong side. Turn over. So
that's not very Christmassy.
Not very Christmassy. It was really abrupt.
They probably didn't want to pay to license the turtle logo.
Yeah. Can we afford Flippy? Nope.
No. But this was really fun. I really enjoyed this. This has kind of a big mix of kind of musical acts and comedy acts. There's like the original like chipmunks, like puppets.
Oh wow.
Doing the chipmunk song. And then there's a bunch. Okay, this made me think of like in Sleepless in Seattle when Meg Ryan's driving the car and it's just like a ton of versions of Jingle Bells and it's like it's Jingle Bells backwards, and she's just like, ugh, too much Jingle Bells. Like, but there was literally like every artist that ever had done Jingle Bells, they like strung like it's like 10 and they just like picked up in different places on the everyone apparently did Jingle Bells on that
Jingle Bells show. Montage. Yep.
It was really funny. But there was this one puppet
is that Topo Gigio on there?
Oh man, let me see. I don't think so. There was this one puppet artist guy who I felt like inspired Jeff Dunham. Like his vibe was like really similar.
Yeah, I think he did.
Yeah, there was a bunch of really good ones on here.
Nice. I didn't even know that was the thing.
Good Christmas spirit. I'll show this one. I watched this one.
Oh wow.
This morning.
Is that the Drew Barrymore one?
It is. It's
nice. I remember that.
Maybe like a 11-year-old is what she's supposed to be, Drew Barrymore in this. And then she's from Popcorn.
Oh, is that Jill Schoelen? Yeah. Nice.
And then that's Keanu Reeves there.
I thought that was Keanu.
Yeah. And I want to say this is possibly Mr. Miyagi, but I'm not positive on that. Don't quote me.
Looks like him.
Yeah. But this, yes, it is. It's Mr. Miyagi. He's
nice.
playing.
Pat Morita.
This was very different than I was expecting. Like I had been told some things about this era of time for some of these actors, and so I had kind of like mixed feelings on this film. I really enjoyed it. Overall, like this kind of reminded me of like almost like a Wizard of Oz vibe, or like more particularly like Return to Oz vibe.
Oh, okay.
Because it's kind of like quirky and like interesting. Like it basically whole starts out like it's Drew Barrymore's like actual life. She's kind of growing up too fast because like all of her family members she feels like responsible for. There's like a snowstorm happening.
Sounds
she kind
right.
of, like, falls out of a back of a Jeep that just has the plastic snap pieces on it, and she just rolls on out of there in a sled somehow.
Of course.
She, like, bonks her head on a tree, and then she like wakes up in Toyland. And then there's like this like angry guy who's like the actual like her sister who is here. That's her sister in the movie. Okay. She works at a toy store with Keanu Reeves, and the boss is like Mean Man, so he's like being manifested as this Mean Man character in Toyland. And there's like all these like muck monsters and this weird bird that has like a one eye that the guy like looks into the eye like some seeing crystal ball. It's wild, and the characters, they're all supposed to look like Mother Goose characters and like toys. So they're like there's like police bears. And they're like, they have like batons and like little hats on, but they're like teddy bears. And then there's like this one lady who's supposed to be like a frog woman. She's got like a bonnet on. It's like, there's so many moments. And also I was very surprised. They had a Humpty Dumpty in the background, like at all times. Not once did he fall off the wall. Not once.
You're just waiting for it. I
was like, where is his freaking falling off the wall? Because they showed like, Jack and Jill, and Jack, who Jack and Jill, and he rolled down the hill, right? Well, he was all banged and bruised up. He had a freaking look like he had a dang concussion, and they like went through with that vibe. But freaking Humpty was pristine egg sitting on walls the whole time, and I was like,
bummer.
He's gonna fall. I know it. Like,
gonna happen.
But yeah, it was overall like Christmas adjacent, I will say, because while it's Toyland, they never really refer to like they just call him the Toy Master. They don't ever call him Santa until the very, very end.
Weird.
And like they talk about Christmas at the very beginning and then the very end, and the whole middle is like she's in this like pink like Toyland. Oh, it also reminds me of Banana Splits, which I really love because it's
nice.
Like everyone's driving these little cars that are like, and they make the sounds like it's straight out of Banana Splits, the sounds. And I'm like, so this was just really enjoyable. And I think this is like semi hard to come by, but
I've never seen that.
Yeah, definitely worth like seeking out in any way just to watch, because it has a special air all its own.
Of course, the question is, how did the muck monsters stack up against the farting muck monsters from Spookies?
Oh my gosh.
This a
totally different muck monsters. These muck monsters had to battle wooden soldiers who came at these muck monsters were just muck.
What do they got going on? Yeah,
they were totally unarmed, and they had to battle
some nunchucks or something.
Full armada of wooden soldiers. Okay. Like,
yeah, that's not fair.
That's not fair.
All right.
But this one I watched half of it.
Oh,
Barbara.
I was gonna do that one.
I loved what I've seen. I watched, it was the Jetsons special. Sick. And I watched the How Flintstone Saved Christmas. These are on the first half. I didn't watch these ones yet. But the Jetson one was very much Ghost of Christmas Past, mean old boss getting told. And it was a little interesting to me. There was like a part where so his boss, Spacely, he makes a sprocket that goes into this toy cat that they get for the Jetsons dog Astro, and Astro like eats a sprocket by accident, and then he's all sick and he like might die on Christmas, and they can't go to a vet. Like that's in the storyline. This is in the storyline.
Ruh-roh.
And it's literally ruh-roh, George, and like but like Mr. Spacely's with like the ghost of Christmas future, and so he's like seeing the Jetson family without Astro, and they're like sad because Astro like passed away at Christmas, and like but they're rolling in money. They're rolling in money because they sued Spacely because Astro ate the sprocket that Spacely made. And so in his insane greed level, he like goes to Christmas present and then fixes their dog, which is good thing, nice. They want that, but yet he's still
So he
like,
won't pay.
he doesn't have to pay. And like, what did he learn? He didn't learn anything.
He stayed greedy.
I was very upset by that. I was upset by that. But freaking Flintstone, this I loved because it was literally Santa has a head cold and Fred Flintstone has to save Christmas.
Gotta call in.
Call in
Fred
Fred Flintstone because
Yep.
Santa's got a
He's
head
on the
cold.
bench.
I cannot handle that. I think it's the most ridiculous plot point to ever have Santa with a head cold. It's ridiculous. I love it. It's
Can't
so
go out. I got a cold.
and I'm wondering if this special was after or like similar time frame as when Year Without Santa Claus came out.
I was wondering when those dropped because Jetsons, like in the 80s, they redid it with like Orbity and all that stuff, but I don't see.
Yeah.
So
No, he's
I'm thinking
definitely
it's
not.
before
This
that.
is OG fam.
Yeah.
So this. And
So it might be around, same time. Or
yeah, it was this was a good one. I'm really actually looking forward to seeing these other two. This is a sing-along one, which I hope is
Right.
oh,
Yeah, I
extra
watched that recently. It's a sing along.
Okay.
get ready.
I love the sing-along disc. Okay, last one.
Aha.
Best
Woo.
thing.
Yeah.
This okay. Total spoiler alert, but this face never happens.
Oh, womp womp.
Okay.
But it
That is-
sold so many laser discs and VHS copies.
Because they thought it was the
Did
Michael
they
Keaton
make,
one.
like, didn't they do a lenticular VHS with this?
Yeah, they did.
Yes,
Yeah, they
I
did.
saw it all
Yeah,
the
so
time.
it sold all those copies because I think now this might just be my interpretation here, but I think that because the actual other Jack Frost with Michael Keaton in it,
Yep.
the Snowman Monster, maybe they might have shared because they're real damn similar.
Yeah.
And I think if you put this snowman on it, and he looked that similar to the Michael Keaton snowman on the cover,
They might get sued.
there would be a big, even though this beats that one by a year.
All right.
This is before. And this is, in my opinion, in the same kind of vibe as like Body Melt, like just obscure, like weird, almost like Twin Peaks-ish because of the like small town vibe and like these weird like murder things, and they're like trying to solve cases, but they throw like weird CIA agents in, and then it's like a blizzard. But it's wild. It is wild. They like this just crazy guy whose name is Jack Frost. He's
course.
gonna get killed. He's gonna get killed at midnight because he's in the police vehicle to get taken to get disposed of because he's a bad man, and he's killed all these people.
Yeah, duh.
So
he gets executed at midnight. Yeah.
He's gonna get executed at midnight. But
All right.
he's riding in the back. He kills the freaking guard that's in the back of the truck with him, and then they're in a snowstorm, and then this freaking, just by sheer chance, both on the road at the same time, guys. Okay, it's a truck with the bad guy and a truck with experimental funny business acid in the back of another truck. Collision, and then pretty much everyone dies except for Jack Frost, who manages to escape and takes the handcuffs off, and then he gets freaking hit with the acid and then becomes one with the snow.
Of course.
And then he's like able to freaking freeze and unfreeze, and it's wild. I loved it.
So it's
It's
child's
just
play, but with
quality.
acid instead of.
I mean, it had a lot of moments where it was like a lot of different things where I was like, this is little bits of little things. But it did give me a little Twin Peaks vibe, give me a little bit of crazy, just
I like it.
outrageous ideas of Body Melt, and just like I was totally into this. Almost made my top, but I figured Ryan would have it, so I didn't put it in there.
Good move.
That's what I watched.
All right.
Such quality.
It's mostly just because the Michael Keaton one didn't make Laserdisc.
I know, that really made me upset
I'm
too.
surprised.
I don't
We're
even know
so
if it has a Blu-ray yet.
Did it do that
Just
bad?
look
I
it
saw
up.
it in theater.
It's so beloved.
No, there's not a Blu-ray still.
Wow.
It's just like a crappy DVD.
All right. Sorry, kids. Womp womp. You guys ready to do some mailbag?
Yeah,
Do it.
I got some leftovers, so we'll keep them warm.
the leftovers.
Yeah. I'm going to, edit out the tech ones and still save them for the techie ones. But Ricky wants to know, is there a group like AA I can join for Laserdisc? I think I may have an addiction.
Yeah, I wish.
Yeah, I thought
yes,
we were doing that
the
already.
LaserDisc Collectors Club.
Yeah.
And if you also known as the Upside Down.
Yes.
And if you're watching us and watching this podcast, we're probably not. We're a total
We're
enabler.
enablers.
We're not going to help your problem.
Yeah. So the first thing you do is not watch us again, but continue to watch us.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Maybe we'll get some sort of 1-800 hotline you can call when you're like
Yeah.
thinking about
We'll have interns at the LaserDisc Pressing Plant College.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
we'll
yeah.
also
Heard that.
we'll
In
buy
Carson
all
City.
your LaserDisc. Yeah, we'll buy the LaserDisc you want to get rid of. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Carson
So when
City
it's
had
like
a special
in the
field.
morning, you're on eBay and you're like, should I make this purchase? Think, what would Ryan do?
He'd probably do
Yeah, don't do that.
it.
There you go. And then Steven wants to know, when are they going to make new players? Always seems to be theories in here on how they would do great. That comes up a
Never.
lot. Never is probably the answer.
Your best bet is on April Fool's Day. Think Geek will take orders for it, but not really.
That would be pretty good. Yeah. I mean, I'm impressed they made them until 2009. So
I
mean,
know.
Yeah.
if Pioneer can't find the parts to make them, then
Well,
you're
Pioneer's not really Pioneer anymore, right?
I know they do what? Lots of car
Pioneer DJ.
audio and
They're DJ now.
they still have some like speakers and AVRs you can get, right?
A little
I
bit.
think it's like probably owned by someone else though.
Yeah.
Did they sell up? Yeah. I mean, they can get the old Andrew Jones speakers. Like they still keep that line going and stuff, but yeah. It's like THX is owned by Razer now.
Yeah.
It's like, really?
Which makes
Yeah.
real
So
sense.
weird.
I don't know.
But yeah, so yeah, they're not coming back. I'm so waiting for people to do more like retrofitting. I thought it was cool that Max did the cool like pastel
Oh
like
yeah.
crazy player.
Oh, I'll hold my hands up. I'll give you a
Yeah.
photo here.
Bling. And there was a guy like back when I joined LDF who was doing like kind of cool, like putting cool stickers and things. Like I wanted to see more like customization of players that are out there.
I
Yeah.
have lots of ideas.
Ooh, I like it.
Oh.
It seems like, yeah, that kind of stopped being a thing. Everyone just leaves them stock now. But I think we should start doing like rat rod players.
Yeah.
That's
I
my
think
thing.
the problem is they want to keep it running and they're worried if they start
Ah.
like messing with it, like
Running
all of a
schmunning.
sudden it might come off balance or something else. Like
Let's
don't know.
yeah, let's get a lot of like D500 series players and just start
Yeah,
messing
that's-
with them.
That's all I use. I have I
Perfect.
have one that's a 503, one that's a 703, and then I think the other one is a 505.
All right.
They're all MAX now, and then with their own model numbers because they're pink and purple and teal.
Well, the cool thing is like the later ones, like what is Pioneer like kind of over engineered it. They or under engineered, they kind of figured out ways to save space inside when they used to have that big like kind of drop down mechanism that looks like an egg crate. It took up so much space. So by the time the 505s dropped, there's like a decent amount of room in there for you to like, I don't know, put like a clear lid and put some like lighting effects in there, like get crafty. So there's some space to improve. So that's it. We're gonna just mod some players and,
Yes.
and that's it, but no new ones. And then Craig wanted to follow up, adding to Steven's question: can they find a way to retrofit existing LD players with new guts and modern electronics? I guess we kind of just ordered. Actually, we were just talking about modding them for fun stuff, but
yeah, I think the problem is like programming the modern electronics to work to read the lasers or the pits on the laser disc and everything.
I think it's mainly just HDMI because everything's sending out HDMI. It's a whole different signal chain. It's like it's kind of awkward to try and backwards that, I guess.
yeah, I mean, I guess theoretically you could like, yeah, get some sort of transfer box and cram it in there and all that stuff. But is it going to do a good job at it? Yeah.
Or you
could put
can
one of the-
pull the signal off the video board and put it on a secondary board to upscale it and then take it out.
yeah, I mean,
Technically, like they do for the RGB modding and all that for
yeah, the Doomsday
consoles.
kind of guys are selling the that other. I think they're only for PAL right now, but they're selling the kind of package to do that stuff. So theoretically, yeah, you can eventually just kind of steal it from the video from the board and then maybe pump it out. So yeah, there's possibly a way. But as far as like lasers and like, it'd be nice if we could just get a new laser to replace an
Yeah.
old dying laser. That'd be the one thing I'd want. And
Honestly,
then,
like
yeah.
if they could make like one of the later players, like an R7G,
Mhm.
they could just remake those, like do a run of 1,000 and see how it sells. I
actually,
bet
yeah,
it sells out.
yeah, they should just make R7Gs forever.
Yeah.
I'd buy one.
Yep.
All right. And then Rodney wants to know, here's one for the Wolfpack. What film released around 2000 do you wish had a LaserDisc release? His is Gladiator. Anybody? Bueller?
Well, I mean, I was talking about it. I'd love to see like stupid stuff, like Not Another Teen Movie, or
Yeah.
you know, some of these that like were like right in there. Another one would be Cruel Intentions, which was I think 2000.
Totally.
Something
Memento
that
for
like
me.
would still fit.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Definitely Memento. And
Memento,
what else? And then there's a few others. It's funny because I actually went through and looked at the list at one point, and I was just like, "Ooh, that's okay," but I don't really need it on LD. Like, ugh, yeah, that's kind of crappy now. So there weren't as many as I thought there would be. But yeah, did
Jawbreaker for sure.
oh
I
snap?
think that was like right in that time. It should have.
Yeah.
Come out. And like, man, there was. Idiocracy.
Ooh, yeah, that'd be a good one.
2001. That should totally. It's ridiculous. Beard always is like, oh, is Idiocracy on the Laserdisc? Like that's like the joke now because he knows damn well it's not. Okay.
Almost Famous would have been a good one.
Oh
Yeah, nice. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure Vinny would put in for Magnolia if he was here.
Yeah.
Sure.
And I think that's one of his favorites to Photoshop. But
Oh,
Donnie Darko I would dig too.
Dracula.
That's a little bit
2000.
later, but yeah.
Dude, Where's My Car?
Oh, totally. That I should see it.
I just love to see a late release Dude, Where's My Car from Japan that's like $400.
Yes.
Oh,
Just
Detroit
so
Rock
we can-
City. I want
Oh, yeah.
Detroit Rock City.
Definitely.
Oh, seriously, that one's so good.
Yeah, I want that one.
Gone in 60 Seconds would have been
Oh,
a
yeah,
really good
Of
one.
course,
Oh.
hands down. That should have been on Laserdisc in Japan. Oh, so good.
Little Nicky.
Yeah.
Little Nicky.
Are you just looking at the releases?
I was just kind of
For the year?
scrolling through the
Yeah.
year 2000 stuff that was
Yeah.
big. And it's like, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's just like, yeah, Ready to Rumble would have been a good one. Reindeer
Yeah.
Games,
Reindeer games I would buy.
Requiem for a Dream.
Oh, Requiem for Dream. Yeah, definitely.
Snap.
Instead, I think Requiem just got 4K. So yeah, I think you could upgrade to that instead.
Unbreakable, I wouldn't mind. That's like what, 2001, 2002?
Yeah,
Probably,
2000.
yeah.
Terrible movie. Terrible movie. Snatch.
else?
Snatch on?
Snatch would be on. Yeah, that would buy
Big one.
Snatch. Yep. Good one. I still don't have Lock Stock on LD. I gotta get
No, I got
get on that.
One day.
I got that one from Germany. Some guy in Germany.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
All right, you guys all tapped out?
I think
Yeah.
so.
All right.
Unless I could add the Tigger movie was 2000.
Oh,
I don't know.
Of course.
Can't
Yeah,
wait for-
Tigger movie.
Somebody to go nuts and post every day asking for the Tigger movie.
You
Don't
should start.
To Get Carter and the Art of War, of course. Yeah, let's go
Oh
do that.
wow. Get Carter.
Eh,
Everyone's favorite remake.
Is
All
what, okay? Charlie's Angels. Charlie's Angels. That would have been.
I would buy Charlie's
yeah,
Angels.
totally.
Sure, that's a
I'd
good
love-
movie.
I love that one.
Shanghai
second one, not so
Noon.
much. Oh,
Shanghai
dude.
Noon,
Black.
Romeo Must Die.
I'd buy Pitch Black and Shanghai Noon.
Of
I get
course,
both of
Pitch
those.
Black. How could we forget? But didn't
That's
that
Moikie's.
Moikie-
Wait, Pitch Black was on Laserdisc.
Yeah, everyone knows Moikie's dad bought it for him. Test pressing.
Oh my god.
All right. Eric Pieper wants to know, what is one title you will only watch on LD?
I don't know.
All of them.
Yeah, I've got a few. I mean, and sometimes it's not just because I do it on purpose. It's just I don't have them on any other media. Like I only
Right.
watch Jurassic Park on Laserdisc, and
Oh, totally.
Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park is
Yep.
the ultimate Laserdisc movie. Yeah.
I also only watch Star Wars on Laserdisc. So, yeah, those guys for sure.
Sure.
just depends. Like if I've got it and it's on Laserdisc, I'm gonna watch it. But like
Blood Fist
not gonna-
6.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Blood Fist 6. I'm not gonna. There's no Blu-ray of it, so, and I'm not gonna find a DVD of it now. Like,
Yeah.
But if
those kinds of things for sure.
if I have the option, if I have the Laserdisc, I'm probably going to watch on Laserdisc first. You know, I'm not going to, go out and get the Blu-ray because I already have it on Laserdisc.
Probably
I have
just watch
Blu-ray.
End of Days on Laserdisc. That's a common option for everyone.
Yes.
Yeah, everyone should do that.
I have no Blu-ray. I have like a sort of working DVD, and so if I don't have it on Laserdisc, then I have minimal options of how to watch it.
Listen, if you've got a 909, you've got DVD playback, even if it's painful.
Yes, it's true.
Good
It's
deal.
true.
I'm trying to think if there's any other ones that I choose to watch on LD in spite of. There's just some movies that it just feels, better that time. Obviously True Lies, because there isn't a Blu-ray yet. They've been
Really?
teasing that and the Abyss for ages, and they still haven't dropped it.
Honestly,
So those two.
Anything with a DTS soundtrack. Like
totally.
Right?
if you've got your options,
Mm-hmm.
I'd grab the LaserDisc. I mean, yeah, I'm sure that some of the other ones have decent modern Blu-ray or 4K mixes, but
Yeah.
man,
Well, they got Speed DTS is the only thing I'm going to watch from here on out. Yeah.
and Speed 2 on AC3, right?
I still don't have that. I should get a copy. They're like
Should you?
$2 all the time. Yeah, I know, Max. I need Mission Impossible. I need Speed 2. I need all these
I
comments
got
now.
you.
All right, good.
But you're the common king, Sam.
I am, but I'm just sad
There's
that I
just a
got
lot.
rid of my good, high quality Mission Impossible for no reason.
So funny.
So good.
Anyways, and let's see, Kevin Duncan. This one's for you, Ryan, or it's for anybody, but he wants to know, why wasn't Cincotta released on LaserDisc?
It's a good question.
I think it's just one of those things that it might have came out. I don't know the year, but wasn't that early 80s?
Yeah,
Sure.
I'm trying to remember what year that
I'd
was.
have to look it up, but like I think the early 80s stuff was kind of hit and miss, whereas like once you got later into the 80s, they
Is that
were
like-
pushing it 85. So
I was gonna say 84. That was close.
I'm surprised it didn't get like a Japanese release or something. But
Yeah.
it's just hit and miss on that stuff, and it's a shame because it would have been really good.
Yeah,
And
same with
I'm
Barry
sure-
Gordy's The Last Dragon.
I'm sure if it was
Legend of Zelda.
Japanese only, people would be overpaying for it right now.
Yeah. You should start a rumor that there is one.
Yeah.
We'll
You might
start
actually find one then.
it'll be the next Garbage Pail Kids. Remember when everybody was looking for
Oh
that?
my God, yes.
That's
I
a
would
good
be
fake.
included.
All right, you guys want any more questions? You all
Yeah,
tired?
keep
All
them
right,
coming.
let's see. All right.
Yeah, let's go.
That's Spencer. We answered that one already. Justin wants to know, why aren't they making LaserDisc sized Blu-rays that can hold entire TV shows or movie series?
Next question.
LaserDisc sized player, and it's just not modern like equivalent.
With streaming, for sure, 100%.
Yep.
From the 20s perspective, okay,
Hey.
people carry nothing. They want nothing. They want one thing where it literally your television contains all of your entertainment, and you don't even have to have but one cable going to the plug in the
Yeah.
wall, and that's it. So like, I can't see it. You'd have to be one of us people that really loves having the physical thing, and I just
Yeah.
don't see that.
No
I
joke.
remember. Yeah,
Sorry.
I remember when DVD like transition or came on board, and I used to read widescreen review all the time, and the LD enthusiasts at the time were screaming bloody murder about DVD, and they were like, "You idiots! You're losing out of this stupid 5-inch tiny. It's so tiny. We have our laser's so huge." And they're like, think of all the storage on there. And they're like, you guys this is never going to take off. It's the stupidest idea ever. So there were a lot of people in that ballpark. So Justin's, on the correct thinking path. But nobody's going to, I mean, I don't know. Vinyl's big again, 12 inches. They were doing those Blu-rays that came in the 12-inch cases to kind of make people think of vinyl. And
I think those
those failed pretty miserably.
I think that was them dipping a toe into seeing if that would work and if people
And it
would be
didn't.
into it. And then when it didn't, I really don't think it's gonna.
But yeah,
'cause- sorry, I just don't know how why it would make sense if I'm trying to buy a Blu-ray of Star Wars episode 6 or 7 because I hate myself or something. But I'm not going to buy the record-sized one and then go, well, I'm going to slide this in next to Van Halen.
Yeah. Yeah. Good times.
Oh my God.
And Spencer wants to know, what title do you wish most was available in like a full CAV edition? So is there something that should have had like a box set so you could still frame and all that stuff? Do you want to change sides more often?
I know, for real. That's so true.
You got one? Something?
I'm trying to think of what I literally want to have more sides of. Like,
Yeah.
like
I know.
I'll admit something, and no one's gonna like this, but the Star Wars that I literally have on my shelf, I kid you not, is the one where it requires not a million side changes. It is
Oh no.
1 and 1.
Blasphemy.
And it is blasphemy. I know it, but it's because I know I will get through the movie with not having to change all the sides.
Yeah, it gets tough once
Yeah.
side 4 or whatever. You're like, ah.
So like for me, that's like where I feel like that would be kind of cool is just if you have like a TV show or something where you can just have more discs, then the sides make sense. But I don't know if there's really something I want more sides of.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's something I'm dying to have. Yeah, I love my Jurassic Park CAV, so I'm cool with that. I got that covered. Yeah, I don't know. What about you? Ryan, you want like some Cynthia Rothrock and CAV?
Once again, though, like if I alternate mostly between watching discs on my X9 and my S2.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to watch anything CAV on my S2 unless it's 1 or 2 sides. Like, and so it just, I don't know. They're cool. And if something had come out and that was like the definitive version, great. But like, I'm not going out of my way to get them at this point, especially with the later CLV presses looking so good.
They do look really good, yeah. And that's the thing. Like when I'm firing them up on this Sony, it's like all the CLV discs look still ridiculously good on that. So I don't really miss any, CAV video uptick. And I don't do as much of the still framing as I used to. Like back in the day, I would jog shuttle bridge on the river Kwai and watch the bridge explode and unexplode over and over again. But I don't do as much of that nowadays. I usually just kind of watch the flick and just watch the picture.
Maybe Cincotta.
Yeah, Buckaroo Banzai. I want a
there you go.
letterbox
8 sides.
CAV
8
Buckaroo
sides.
Banzai.
8 sides.
Actually, I also want a Big Trouble in Little China. We'll keep
Sure.
That would
another
actually
WD
be pretty
Richter
sick,
thing.
though.
I think the answer to the question is every movie. I want every movie, 1,000,000 sides. There you go.
Bring it.
The longer it is, the more sides.
Yeah.
Yes. All right, here we go. David Dumbbell wants to know, what was your first disc? The very first one you ever got?
Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park was the first movie I watched on LaserDisc, and it just I've been chasing that dragon ever since. Just I watched it and it was just amazing. Was
it the box or the like the gatefold one?
It was the gatefold one.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Nice. What about you, other characters?
So if I remember, because it's a blur. But when I finally got a LaserDisc player, I got it from a science department closet from where I work. They were cleaning up the closet, and it was an industrial one. And there was a disc. It was a PBS Dinosaurs disc, and it was like missing one of the 2 discs. So that was technically the first. And then I went to the Half Price Books outlet, and I think I got a Pan and Scan Lethal Weapon and something else. So PBS Dinosaurs, and then like Pan and Scan Lethal Weapon, and maybe like a widescreen Beverly Hills Cop.
Dinosaurs for the win. What about you, Max?
So the first one I ever watched was Christmas Vacation on
Nice.
when I was like 8 years old, but I didn't own it and it wasn't mine. So when I first like rediscovered LaserDisc, and I bought a player, I bought a CLD D406. I bought North by Northwest and American Graffiti.
Nice.
And those were what I got. And the American Graffiti was the Disco Vision. And that's the first one I watched was Disco Vision American Graffiti.
Nice. Yeah, I got 2
sold
as well. Because I did, I got some on the night I bought my player. I went to Saturday matinee and I bought Alien 3 and Project Aco.
Wow.
Yeah. And I think I went and bought one, then went and bought a player, then went back and then bought another disc. I'm like, well, I better have some more stuff to watch. And then the next day, I think I went to Suncoast and bought some more stuff. But yeah, back in 93, I was a young little culture whippersnapper.
So thinking back, I think my sister had a LaserDisc player in her classroom. She was an art teacher.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I found a Wham video disc, like an 8-inch Wham, which
That's
of course is Christmas related. I still don't have that disc. I need to get that one. But yeah, that was kind of the first one, and I gave it to her, and she would play it, whatever. But yeah,
Nice.
Wham video disc.
So did you like steal the player from her classroom?
No, I did not. This was
Yep.
very early, way
Nice.
early.
I know so many people that like end up commenting on my videos end up getting their first players as cast-offs from school, old industrial decks. So
Yeah.
especially in Canada. Apparently Canada ponied up for those things like hardcore.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
They
have a
were
lot of
all
art.
over the Midwest too.
Yeah, I have a lot of art discs. I still have art discs where you can, look at each piece of art,
Oh, yes. Those are really fascinating.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
All right, let's see if we can close this out. Do we have anything else going on? Yeah, I think that's about it. All right, you guys ready to move on to some hot topics?
Yep.
Yeah, always.
All right. Keeping it fired up. I know Ryan wanted to talk about a few things in particular, at least one, but just talking about gunk on your discs. And there was a post in the LDF not too long about that. I think there was, I don't know what there was on, but there was like pubic hair embedded in some sort of muck.
It was like melted hair, and I don't even know. It was pretty nasty looking. But somebody suggested WD-40.
No, they did not.
It didn't go over well.
Yes, they did. And Bill was like, that's like the worst thing around any electronics known to man.
Yeah.
And they like took offense to it. It's like, he's right. Never use WD-40. I don't care what you're doing. If you've got something that's really, really stuck, use naphtha or lighter fluid.
Yep.
You can get it like anywhere, literally smoke shops, hardware stores, you name it. Or if you need to polish, Novus
1, 2, 3.
Use number 2. 3 is for really deep scratches.
That's
and I
harder,
found
yeah.
that on LaserDiscs, you can't get them back. If you're trying 3, it's kind of a last-ditch effort, and it usually doesn't pan out. But 2 is miracle worker. Like
And like sometimes you get the glue that goes, the 3M and everything. That glue is so goopy after a while that sometimes it'll seep over onto the edges and get onto the playing side. And yeah, you can get that out with the lighter fluid. Just takes a little while. But
yeah, and I know people have used Goo Gone, which does work pretty well. But the problem is it leaves like a oily residue that you have to then secondary clean off.
Yep.
So it works good and it smells good, but it's not perfect because of the residue. So
I'm going to say I've never had a problem with junk on my discs that I had to use anything. Like, have you guys ever really needed to use any of these products on your discs?
If you get a rental from Indonesia, you might.
A few times, yeah.
Want to clean it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had a Fifth Element that somehow got a ton of. It was a Pioneer pressing too. It wasn't even 3M, but it had a ton of glue on it that seeped out.
Did it affect the playability of the disc?
Yeah, it would actually seep so much. Because normally if it seeps, it's just like kind of on the edge where it doesn't even. The laser doesn't even go that far. But this one, like it got like pretty hard onto side 3. I think it was, and I was surprised. So. I actually had to get up, but it is pretty rare that I have to go and do that.
Yeah.
But,
Same. I have the same products. I 100% from personal experience. Okay. You do not use WD-40 in electronics because it will melt. It melts plastic. If you spray it like on a cog inside of a machine, that cog will just literally disintegrate. So do not do that. It's terrible. Don't do that.
Yeah. Get white lithium grease for the inside of your and that's people get players all the time and they crack them open and they're like, well, I'll just spray WD-40 everywhere or Windex.
No, terrible ideas. No.
Yeah.
Yes, white lithium grease is a great product. Goo Gone, great product for removing stickers off the covers, not things off the disc. But absolutely agree that if you have deep scratches, that product I have that product. I've used that product. It's great. Works really well.
How's how many applications of Novus 2 do you have to do, Ryan? Just like a couple or just one?
I just kind of, when I'm trying to polish a whole disc, I'll just like put little drops all the way around and then just take what I do is I take like a big kind of like washcloth or something that's got pretty porous, and I just kind of like buff it all the way around and leave it kind of like smudged looking, and then I take a second cloth and then just hit a second level, and it looks great. It shines and it looks new.
Nice.
It's amazing. And these can be discs that just have that like cloudy look on them and everything.
Yeah. I still have my disc washer laser disc cleaning little platter. It comes with like a fold up little rubber thing that you lay the look at that. Let me go get my hold on. Here, you guys talk amongst yourself for a second. Let me go get my kit. If I can retrieve myself. Look
As
at
we
this.
all leave.
Yeah. Don't leave, guys.
The inside one.
Yeah, I can't find mine, but they're just like little wipes. Yeah,
And it's
I
got-
think they're more of a collector's item than anything at this
Oh,
point.
I will never use these. They're too cool. This
This
one's
is-
still sealed.
This one's 25% off. And it comes with the mat to work in. So you fold this out. You put your disc in there. It's got nice foamy edges here.
Ooh,
Oh, that's cool.
cool.
Yeah. So you put the disc in there, and then it comes with this little disc washer kind of polishing
Neat.
pad, and then it's got a little like kind of cheesecloth pad that you kind of put around it, and then it's got the special disc washer. Oh, it's compact and laser disc cleaner CD1. So there you go. Go to Suncoast and buy the 25% off clearance box
Hell yeah.
of the
That's
disc
sick.
washer laser disc cleaner. Yeah.
I'm sure there's like 6 Suncoasts left in the United States or something like
Yeah.
that.
This was marked down to, let's see, it was 988, and then it got marked down to 741. So
That's a good deal.
score. Yeah.
Straight up lens cleaning disc.
Yeah. So has it got brushes on it or something? What the hell?
I guess it does. They're on the
Aha.
back.
Oh,
They're like little ones right here. Little baby brushes.
Man.
I have never tried this. I will never try this.
I'd be worried that
Yeah.
scratch the laser.
Yeah. From experience with those DVD ones you try and put in your DVD, like those never worked.
Yeah, it's usually
I never had good luck with that. But this was so weird. Like I just love that it's this giant thing in this giant box, and it goes in my little display area. But
Badass.
apparently that thing has freaking test patterns on it. What? I just learned this.
Huh.
That disc has test patterns on it.
Well,
Does it have like a cleaning
There's
side
like-
and a playing
That's-
side?
Yeah. This is really, that just blew my mind. Okay.
There you go. You need all this stuff, guys.
Yeah. It's all important.
no
That's the
mistake.
real shit. That's the real shit.
And you brought up Gugon and jackets, so we should probably mention too, there was some mold issues, and Brian was talking about getting mold, especially when you're picking up, discs from Southeast Asia and high humidity. You can get some moldy ass jackets. So what do you do with your moldy ass jackets?
That's if you can't clean it, and I mean really clean it, I would take, and you really gotta just go for it. Take bleach wipes, clean up whatever the moldy spot is, and put it out in the sun, and hope it doesn't smell or comes out. But otherwise, you might have to toss them. Like,
Yeah,
It's not
if there's
good.
black mold, kill it.
Yeah.
Throw it out.
With having flooding, firsthand experience with that. The bleach wipes do work, and sunlight definitely works, and the combination of the two is very good. And putting a dryer sheet inside is extra nice. And it's you can definitely kill it, and where it's like you just leave that cover in a sleeve by itself and just leave the disc outside though, just for extra safe. But
Yeah. Kind of, if you can look inside the jackets too, because sometimes you're like, oh, it's got a little bit of water damage or something, and then you kind of push it open and look inside. Sometimes there's some really gnarly mold hiding on the deep crevices in there. So get a flashlight or something and check out the inside, because you'll be surprised what you find sometimes.
So true.
Again, I have over thousands of discs, and it's very rare. I think I've never seen any crazy black mold in my stuff.
I'm from the land of basements, so I see it a lot.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basements and garages, and yeah.
I think from Japan, like you'll never see it because they take care of everything. But
Yeah.
definitely, you have foxing, but
Yeah.
you can't really do much about it, and it's not hurting anything. But
Foxing's cool. It's like the cuddly mold. It's like, oh, that's neat. It just adds like a patina to it.
except on those like early embassy covers that are all just yellowed.
Yeah.
Away. But if you get something from Southeast Asia or the Pacific, you got to be careful.
Yeah, there was that one post on 4K ADI that it was a bad moldy jacket. Yeah.
That one was so bad that there was nothing left to save. Like you couldn't even like cut out like maybe like one half of it or something. It was just like, hey, I hope the disc is good, because I know it was a rare title, but Sometimes it's just like, but that's on the seller too, because they shouldn't have sent it. Like,
yeah,
if it's that bad, just be like, this is trashed. I can sell you the disc without the jacket, because let's be honest, it probably didn't hurt the disc.
Yeah, I usually save the disc. I don't think I've had any problems where I had a bad jacket and I wasn't able to save the disc. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's bad though.
I got a lot of orphan discs. Someday I should get some jackets for them, or just make some custom Moiki style Willow ones. Yeah, just.
I have loose covers. I always save loose covers if they're a really good cover and the disc was cracked or anything like that. I have a whole shelf of loose covers and I have a whole shelf of loose discs.
I should give him my list of loose discs because I got a decent amount of them, and yeah, they're just kind of sitting there looking for a home.
Yeah.
I need a packing material.
I need an Elite Friday the 13th, the double disc. I need it. I got the disc.
Nice.
Don't have the sleeves. Yeah.
I've got the same with Elite Day of the Dead. That mine had mold. So
yeah.
But the discs are still great. Watch them all the time. But there you go. So throw out your jackets, kids.
Throw them out. Garbage.
What else is news? Donald got his Prince of Tides. You guys
I think yours was more economical though, Luke.
There, yes.
I don't know if he got the one he originally bought and was waiting for the invoice on, or if he just found another. There can't be another one. He probably just finally got the invoice. So
yeah,
mine from Barbara Streisand. So there you go.
Yeah. This is the finest Streisand content.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and the post office sucked lately. You guys been having problems like me?
I don't want to jinx it, but everything's moving. It's just sometimes painfully slow, but it moves.
I hope all the things I shipped out get to you soon.
I've successfully made it to Sweden
once
now, and hopefully twice soon. So
did Peter's gotten a loop? I was seeing he got one that I think you sent that looped like 30 times around this area.
I saw that.
Like onto the West Coast and back, and yeah, I don't know.
So there's like, go ahead.
I sent him one time, and instead of going to him, it made it all the way to the East Coast and then like the Southern Coast and then back up to him. Like, I don't know what it is. Apparently, like postal workers aren't quite sure where Indiana is. I think it's the problem.
I haven't heard of it.
Yeah.
So there's like 5 guys now who, like one of the last shipments I did from Japan, their stuff just got lost. Like it's just gone. And I feel horrible about it, but it's like Trevor being one of them. And it's all like, I feel like it's in the same shipment. And it's just gone. I don't know. I don't know what to do.
Damn.
Okay. Yeah.
It ship sank or something.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And I've been trying to help them out. I'm trying to send them whatever, but yeah, that's the only time I've had problems with the post office. I'm a big supporter of the post office. Like, yeah, they're great, whatever. But it's like this one time, they're gone. They're just in the wind.
Wow.
Yeah.
Or they'll pop up in like 6 months.
Yes.
It's been 6. It's been a few months now.
Yeah, that's true. It's been a while now. So
yeah.
I don't know.
Man, that'd be great. I want to go to like the dead letter office and just look for LaserDisc boxes that are just kicking around, because there's got to be a lot out there still.
Yeah. Probably find a bunch of late releases.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do they do with that stuff?
I don't know. It's got to find a home somewhere. I mean,
does it go to like public auction? Like, are there like Midwestern, like in different regional ones where like they sit, like if it loses a label or whatever?
Oh yeah.
And then they just auction it.
I would think it goes in the garbage. Like it goes in the trash. Come on. Yeah.
But like some of it might be worth something. Like,
yeah, right. Look at the end of days.
Like Amazon, their returns, a lot of them go to like just bid and people buy it.
Yeah.
Like they don't even actually get it back. So it makes me wonder if they do the same thing.
Maybe.
Is there like a limitation on how long they're like they owe it to you eventually to try and find it? Yeah. Like, do they have to like spend the rest of their lives determining where this box goes?
Well,
No.
I had like at the beginning of COVID, I bought a record. I mentioned this before. It was Vincent's early band called Treasure. And
nice.
Whoa. Vincent has an early band.
Oh yes. Look it up.
Invasion.
Freaking rad.
Doing that right now.
Rad, okay.
All right.
Treasure. It's sick. So I bought that record. And basically like it was just, it said it was in LA and it just never ever got here. Still to this day hasn't gotten here. I opened 2 separate like please go find its cases and they're like, yeah, it's in LA. It's really weird. Sorry. Like they just said sorry. They're just like, we don't know. It's not here, but it's here.
I've heard these tales of
Benson had a band.
Oh hell yeah. He was, dude, this is a whole nother conversation.
Yeah,
All
okay.
right.
We'll talk about this.
But yeah, I've heard of letters getting delivered, 80 years later. So maybe
That was Back to the Future, dude.
Yeah.
That's Back to the Future Part 2.
maybe your discs will show
Yeah,
up.
they hold it for 100 years.
I mean, like
It took us a while to find you.
FedEx delivers packages that get stuck on an island with Tom Hanks. So
Yeah.
Yep,
Yep,
it's true. There's still hope, everybody.
That
Might get
reminds
stuff.
there's a thrift store in Alabama that focuses on like lost luggage and like we went to this thrift store, me and my wife, and they would just be like luggage that just never whatever. And I remember going to this thrift store and there was no actual like luggage. Like you would think there would be like, I want to buy new luggage. But anyway, whatever.
was there cool stuff at least, or
There were, I don't know. It's been a while. This was before I was into LaserDisc. I didn't buy anything. The coolest thing that was there was like from the Labyrinth, the Hoggle. There was a Hoggle puppet, a Muppet
Damn.
or whatever. They had that there, like in a case or whatever. That was the coolest thing there.
I want a Hoggle
Awesome.
puppet.
Yeah,
Right.
everyone was
Yeah.
Hoggle.
He was probably expensive though, right?
Oh, it wasn't for sale. It was in the glass.
Oh,
case.
okay. Yeah.
That's their claim to fame. I've heard
Yeah,
that.
the
before.
Hoggle.
We got a Hoggle puppet.
it was like in the lobby. Yeah.
Man, I just grab him and be like, them's mine.
yeah, I can honestly say anytime I've flown with laser discs, they've been in my carry-on.
Same here. Yeah.
Lose my clothes any day. It's
Yep.
whatever. I can find more clothes.
Though I did pack some coming back from Texas that I put in my suitcase and they made it okay. But normally, yeah, carry on.
Yeah.
So
They do give you a dirty look, like, what the hell are you? What do you have? Like,
laser
Records.
discs. Yeah, just say records and walk.
Records. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
Soundtracks.
There you go. What else happened? What's been new in the world of laser? There's been it's too many sucky aspect ratios.
The Dismas tree.
Oh yeah, Dismas tree. Nice.
That was my shining moment of this year, to be honest. That's been a very long time of coming up with how I was going to build that.
Laser Santa's been active this year.
Yes. The friggin' tree. I'll
Yeah, send me a picture.
Yes.
Bing.
I'll put a photo, yes. I mean, it was like I had this idea for so long, and I thought, okay, well, I could probably just like layer them, and then like how many would it take to stack all the way up to a tree height? Well, that was way too many. Like I tried that, not work. So like ultimately decided just like have them cascading, and it's just like, it just like warms my heart. It's like it's set up. I may leave it up like for a long
that's year round.
year, yeah.
So the question is, what discs go on the LaserDisc tree?
So on the LaserDisc tree are all just extreme commons, but there are no copies of Speed. But it's like a lot of commons that were double disc things. Like I think there's multiple copies of Gone with the Wind on there.
Any Mission Impossibles?
There is Mission Impossible on there, but these are all ones that were from my loose disc area where I had just like all of these discs saved from just absolutely crap moldy covers that I long since tossed. So yes,
someone's going to say, oh, I want that. Oh, why'd you put that on the tree?
Oh yeah, what? Oh, I can't believe it. It's still good.
You don't. It is. I could literally pluck the disc off and play it. They're all fine, and they're not being harmed in the making of that tree.
All
Did
right.
I see some 8-inch disc?
Yes, at the top, put 8-inch.
Got to scale it.
Top, and I also
Lamb.
put some in the gap areas. I scaled in some CDs because CDs play on the LaserDisc player. So these are all LaserDisc.
Same patent. Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah, they count.
Yes.
You should get some CD videos for the future.
Oh God, serious. I know. It's now that it's like the actual like concept of it exists, I'm going to elaborate.
You can
on
tweak it
better. Yes. So it's just, it's just.
You could put some gold discs in there at some point. Mix it up.
For real. I'm gonna do some silver and gold for sure. Like
some Evil Dead blood red discs.
ooh,
Very
don't do
Christmassy.
that. Yes, it would be so good. Oh my gosh.
All right, your next challenge is to make a Game of Thrones throne, but instead of swords, it's all out of melted laser discs.
Don't tempt me. I
Do
might.
You can do it. I have faith.
Build it.
What else is new? Yeah, there haven't been any major fights and anything. LDF is getting strangely civil. I don't know what's going on.
It was Santa.
Yeah, I mean, is the only like arguments are on AR? It seems these days. Like,
Yeah, it's just pretty much your aspect ratio sucks. Here's how to fix it. And
no meltdowns.
yeah, even those have been pretty civil too.
Yep.
They're just relatively helpful.
There was the guy mad that I deleted his Song of the South.
Yes.
Okay, yeah,
Vinyl
there you
post.
go. There you go. That's conversation.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, what was the deal with? I missed his
So
post.
He posted like what are they, the 78s? He posted like a Song of the South 78 book. And it was just like a picture of that. And then like in the comments, he like had it open and he's like, not a LaserDisc. And I'm like, deleted because it's not LaserDisc. And then he posted, why did this get deleted? It was a record, but it's Song of the South. So that counts because, it's related. And I just turned off the comments. I'm like, it was a record. Like he could have taken it like 1,000 ways. And we were joking about it, but it was like, he could have been like, here's something that I can't find on LaserDisc and don't want to pay $200, but at least I found this sweet 78. And what's your favorite disc that you can't find or something? Or what disc would you like to find for cheap that you don't want to overpay for? He could have taken it a million ways. Instead, he's just like, oh, not a LaserDisc. And I'm like, oh, not a post anymore.
The worst is when they do the follow-up post. Yeah, like, whoa, why did my post get deleted?
Why did my vinyl post get deleted? Like, and I mean, it's one of those things you can't like allow every single soundtrack to be posted that's known to man, because then all of a sudden it'll just be soundtracks and people just like, oh, I want to post my soundtrack. There's a billion groups for that. Like you gotta kind of keep it focused, otherwise
Since you started modding, have you
side by side? That's about how I feel.
Yeah, those are cool, the soundtrack comparison ones.
Once again, it's perfectly on topic then. Like, hey, check this out,
Or because Matt, I think, did that recently. So since modding, have you been called a Nazi or had anybody swear at you in PM?
No, there was one guy who I think thought I was like some crazy liberal guy, and I'm like, you don't know me, but probably
you want Vinny.
Yeah, like it's
redirected to Vinny.
It's fine, whatever, but like no, sorry. Just don't want crap. Like sometimes it's easier to cut off the crap before it starts to crap level if you see it than to just let it melt and spill into 3 other groups, because and then everybody else is like, oh, you guys couldn't have caught this sooner, or why'd you leave it going? It's fine.
Why'd you let it fester?
But
good deal.
No one's tried to justify anything stupid, and I think it's
all right, give it time.
There will be one eventually. I thought we were going to have one earlier this week. I sent Vinny a screenshot, but I don't think anybody responded or noticed the comment, so it was good.
What was it?
Somebody was unhappy with the quality of the discs they received from somebody else. And I'm like, I had seen what the person was selling, and they did not look good. Like they definitely were a little rough. Like you can usually tell when discs look a little rough. But I mean, I got some from the same seller and they were rough, but they were fine. And I sent one on because I knew somebody needed it. I just forwarded it on and I kept a couple things, and it's just like, well, I knew that like they weren't mint, Not everybody's discs are mint. It's not Japan. So but just, be careful and don't overspend if you don't know what you're getting.
Yeah. If there are photos, like take a good look at them too.
Yeah. If there's a flip video and some of them look like pretty rough around the edges, odds are most of them are, even if you can't quite tell.
Yeah, guilty by association. Yeah, for sure. But sometimes they're mixed. Sometimes there's a stunning mint copy mixed in with a bunch of beaters. But I don't know, just kind of caveat emptor for sure. But
but like if a jacket's beat up, usually the disc is still pretty good, and otherwise, we'll just plug Novus again.
Yeah, unless it was a rental.
Even then.
Even then, I've got tons of rentals. I mean, they're so hardy. I mean, I've got so many scratched up discs and everything that still play fine. That used to be rentals. And
Devo says you can smear ice cream on it.
I've seen him do it. Would Devo lie to you?
He wouldn't lie to you guys.
They wouldn't.
It's true.
They wouldn't.
Devo. That's going out to Gary. Gary's always talking about Devo, I think, whenever because I get my Devo box back there. Sorry. Devo.
You don't see the Braveheart behind you, Sam.
Oh,
Did you guys see the I'm sorry. Did you guys see the Devo Mark Motherball from the Life Aquatic video where he says LaserDisc like influenced Devo? Do you see that shit? I posted it in the chat.
Yeah, you posted that, or somebody
Yeah.
posted it. Was it you?
Yeah, that was me. That's crazy.
I saw that. Yeah.
It's like this is the death of rock and roll. Like I want to do something different. LaserDisc. There you go.
Yeah.
Anyway. That was incredible.
I knew I liked Devo.
Yeah.
Now I know why. Because of LaserDisc. Yeah.
There you go.
Any other hot topics? Burning issues?
No, I don't think so. It's
Yeah.
again, people have been pretty civil.
Boring.
Yeah. Yeah, I
think
mean, yeah,
They
like
did
some
all the
boring
hard work
things.
this summer.
Yeah. Everyone can relax now, enjoy the holidays.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
They
just
did
come in
like
and coast
dinner.
as a moderator.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, I got some Sony stuff, but I don't have the Sony guys here, so that's not as much fun. Yeah. So I'll save that for later. And
Well,
Yeah.
you know, Sony's the picture just kind of goes after a while.
well, that was it. Yeah, it goes dark after a while. So I was gonna save that one for later because I thought,
I couldn't
Yeah.
resist. I think I pointed that out. Did I point that? Yeah.
yeah, there's a lifespan on the brightness on the image. Yeah. I don't know. Mine looks the one I bought in the 90s still looks exactly the same when I plug it in today. So I guess I don't know.
Yeah.
It's gonna go dark any minute now. Something
Never
like
had that problem.
The big thing is just take care of everything. Usually, if you
Yeah.
take care of it, it lasts.
Yeah.
Don't blow smoke in it. Don't put heavy things on it.
WD-40. Don't use it.
WD-40 in there. Melt all
Yep.
the components, and they are not built well, especially if it's a 504. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Literally
Yeah.
thinnest plastic roller coaster rails inside there. Like, don't do that.
Yeah, and stacking too. It's like people stack some heavy stuff on those things and bend the crap out of the rails and everything like that. So,
Terrible idea.
and then Ryan has to bang them out with a mallet.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to yell at Spencer for making all those memes about me. How dare you make fun of me, Spencer?
It's all my fault. I
You
started
loved
it.
it.
Yeah, it was fun.
Resurrected your
tears.
sweet Guitar
You
Hero
did it.
video.
I mean, he did spend more time memeing me than I did actually making the video. So I feel bad. I feel like I have to deliver more on my end.
I love it.
But yeah, I did like that he revived my guitar video, my rock band video. So go Spencer.
It all started with a Braveheart meme.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Good
that
job, buddy.
that took me.
Where's your Braveheart, Ryan?
Not behind me
Aw, why not?
because it's down over there.
Oh, okay.
I see.
I have one, but I
You better. I'm
still
gonna send
haven't
you one
watched
if you
it.
don't.
I'll
Still
send-
watched
no,
it?
Let me send one.
Not
please.
my
I
LaserDisc
have
copy. I think I've seen
Ah.
Braveheart like once.
Oh man, I used to watch that thing like weekly.
Never seen Braveheart.
Oh come on, you guys
Yeah,
are killing
sorry.
me.
Guys, I have look it. I could supply a lot of people with Braveheart copies. That's what
Yeah, hook up Ryan with a couple. I think he just
I've
said he
got
wants a few
copy.
more.
I've got
Yeah,
Yeah,
I have
you
a
have
bunch
one
of copies.
copy. You
No
need
problem.
like 4.
Listen, I have. If they come to me, they'll end up with other people.
Yeah.
So it's really not helping anyone.
Do you have the AC3 insert? You need that.
Oh, let me give
Probably.
you that.
Yeah,
If
Max
you
has
don't have
got
it, I'll
that.
give you that.
Yeah.
I think I've got it.
Oh,
Don't
come on.
worry.
All right, your homework is to watch Braveheart before the next podcast.
Man, there's so many of those that you could do with me. Like,
And Seth too. Seth's like the guy. He's like, I have
Oh.
never seen Goonies. I have never seen
yeah,
favorite
Lost Boys.
American film. Yeah, I've never seen
Infinitely.
Lost Boys.
I still can't believe he hadn't seen that. That's
That was good.
yeah.
I sent him so many copies of Lost Boys. Yeah. I was just like,
He
pan and
deserved
scan one, widescreen one, pan and yeah, whatever. Just
Watch
here,
them
take them all.
Here's a Japanese one with subtitles.
Exactly. Picks it up. I still need that AC3 one, but it's total unobtainium now. And Moiki did sexual favors to get a copy apparently. So
I don't know how I managed to find one locally, but I did.
score.
I don't know. I still don't know.
Yeah, I mean they were kind of tough to find before, but they're even worse now. So
Yeah.
yeah, they're
It is
Yeah.
what it is.
same when somebody was just I think Karma was talking about the signature collection, unobtainium. Frighteners has been showing up lately, but not for cheap. And Last Starfighter is pretty tough.
I think all those signatures are obtainable. It's just how much do you want to pay, or do you want to just wait it out to try and get it cheaper? Like I've never seen anyone be like, I can't complete it. I can't find this one. It's more of, well, I didn't want to pay $150 for Last Starfighter, which I don't blame you. But
yeah,
shitty movie.
That's debatable.
Yeah,
that's fired.
But Lost Boys, it just doesn't even show up anymore.
No.
Yeah.
I haven't seen one in like probably like 4 or 5 months even.
Yeah.
Come up.
Yeah, it just doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't even appear. So somebody's hoarding them all. Probably that guy with all those 3 on a meat hook VHS tapes also collects Lost Boys widescreen AC3.
Sure.
Remember that guy who thought he had a Lost Boys that was a bootleg? Do you remember that story? That was a few years ago.
Yeah, it was.
What was that
wasn't
about?
it like an Asian copy or something, if I remember correctly? Yeah. It was probably Indonesian.
There you go.
Oh, it was.
Probably.
Yeah, because it was weird. It I swear there's a guy with a Leon the Professional that's like that too. It's like it looked. I thought it was like a British copy at first, but it wasn't. It wasn't PAL, and same thing. It had just weird markings on it, but it didn't seem to be like an HK copy or something. But yeah, I'm gonna go digging through the LDF thread, see if that Lost Boys one shows up.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably one of those things that it's just an unknown press from Asia.
Yeah, it could be like there's a lot of Taiwanese pressings of things, and
Yeah, and the Taiwanese ones have subtitles, whereas like these Indonesian ones don't. Like Indonesia and Malaysia, it seems like they don't. And I'm like, they literally had to have just stolen the U.S. masters or had the rights to them. They didn't really steal them. They're legitimately made, but
whatever. Enjoy it in its native language.
Yeah. Learn English or don't watch it.
Yeah. Just raw dog it. Yep.
Yeah.
So that's a trip actually. Yeah, because all the Taiwanese ones I've seen have subs, but pretty cool.
It's cool for us who are finding them. I mean,
yeah, that's pretty badass.
But otherwise, it's a lot of. Took me a year to get 29 discs, so
took me almost a year to get some anime discs from Denmark. That panned out pretty good though, and I got chocolate.
Yeah, you got chocolate. That helps. You never go wrong with chocolate.
Going on a year here for some discs from Germany that I bought pre-COVID, and then COVID shut it down. And
snap!
I believe they're with Seth, and whenever they arrive to Ryan, then they'll come to me.
Yeah, they just got to get through Sweden.
It's
Sweden's
like blood
a
diamonds here. There's this whole kind of smuggling chain.
Yes, but I will get chocolate though, so I'm looking forward.
It's so good.
Yeah, it kills me though, because like I technically have to send that priority, but I might just fudge it and wrap it in some packing material. And be like,
put it in wrapping paper, and then it doesn't scan. It's not electronic, right? What are they going to do?
Except for when they inspect the box.
Yeah. What could go wrong?
Yeah.
You send the chocolate by itself first class.
Yeah, split up the package. There you go.
Yes.
Send the chocolate with extra padding.
Yeah.
Make sure it's protected better than anything else. Yeah. Good call. Yeah, I just drove up to Bill's and got it myself, so I avoided the whole shipping thing.
Yeah, it's drive it out to California from the Midwest. That's
come on out, guys.
I don't know. Does California have any travel restrictions?
Well, we're on lockdown.
Yeah, we can't do shit.
Oh, yeah, never mind then. Yeah, I had to cancel my plans for Massachusetts for.
Bummer.
I was going to hit some places along the way and try and find some LaserDiscs, and
I want to wait that out a little.
I can't go to Massachusetts without like a test within 72 hours and like all of this ridiculousness. It's awful. So we scrapped that.
Yeah, give it some time.
Yeah, and then the archive shut down anyway. So one of the reasons I wanted to go there doesn't happen. So
I almost went. I think the day they shut down, and thank God I looked at my phone and checked the Insta because otherwise I would have been on the way down. I mean, it's not that far, but it would have been a pisser to get up and be like, "Hey guys, hello."
Yeah, it's disappointing, really, because like they're a really cool shop, and
they're gonna do like set up appointments at some point. So
yeah, the whole setting up an appointment to go to a store kills me. Like I just don't want to deal with the hassle.
Yeah,
it's already hard enough if you're coming from like 3 states or 5 states over, trying to fit like something like that when it's like It's a trip. I don't know how far it is from northern Massachusetts to Connecticut, but
I mean,
sure
to get
3
down
hours.
to the archive is, it's over an hour for me. So, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I assume it's like 3 counties here.
Yeah. Something like that. Yeah.
You're talking about the vinegar syndrome. What are you guys talking about? What are
they have a brick and mortar store in Connecticut, and they sell laser discs and
other cool stuff. Vinyl.
VHS,
Really?
tons of vinyl. Yep. And they just expanded. They've got 3 stories now. And I was going to go and check out the new setup. And,
yeah. Plus they like opened up the store for COVID, like in terms of spacing and everything. So it was all, user friendly, which is a shame.
And it's great because not only do they carry all their Vinegar Syndrome stock, but pretty much every boutique, imprint, they've got a full, wall shelving for, everybody from Synapse to, of course, Scream Factory and all that stuff. So
and they buy used collections. So like,
yes,
you can, if you wanted to cash in, you could, or if you, wanted to pick up used stuff, you could. So that's really cool.
Laser Kitty. Yeah. Because whenever a new version comes out, all the guys go in and they drop their old, like Blue Underground Blu-ray of something, and because they want to get the new Arrow one or something. So there's lots of good used stuff in there too. Yeah. So definitely recommend it.
Sam? Have you been there?
Yeah,
Sam?
yeah, a bunch of times. I've sold some Laserdiscs there a couple times, and then Donald bought them. So they're getting around. Yeah, it's a really cool shop. Definitely recommended it. Obviously when things are open again in the year. I mean, you can just kind of blow all your money on vinyl or Blu-ray or VHS or any of that's combined. It's a wallet killer just going in that place. So much cool stuff.
And that's before you get stuff like this.
Yeah. And the cool thing is if you do trade in any stuff, they give you more if you redeem it on Vinegar Syndrome product. So if you want to go in and go nuts on Vincent Blu-rays, and just devote your money to that, you get more cash. So
that's brilliant.
Cool.
Yeah, it's pretty badass. So
I have not gotten my Vinegar Syndrome Blu-ray yet. What is going on?
There's still
that's Ryan's fault.
Yeah,
Ryan,
no,
explain.
they ship out to their subscribers first. And I got one package because I'm a subscriber, but I didn't get a lot of the other stuff. So I emailed them. I'm like, what's going on? And they're like, oh, well, we have 2 fulfillment centers now. So that's going to come from the other one. And that should ship this week or something. So I think since you're not a subscriber, maybe next week you'll start seeing tracking, hopefully.
Okay, cool.
But
Looking forward to it.
I'd love to know how many orders they actually process. I mean, they're probably never going to share that information, but the fact that they shut down their sales basically till almost Christmas because of a Black Friday sale, they have to just get hammered.
Sure. Yeah. It's great.
But I mean, there was there was like a forgotten Gialli box that there were like 1,000 copies at the beginning of the sale. And before Sunday, they had sold all 1,000 copies. So even at 2 orders a pop, that's, or 2 a pop per order, that's 500 orders. And you know that there's only probably a small subset that we're getting 2 to try and get one before they sold out.
Yeah.
But
big fan. So I bought the Action USA Blu-ray, and it's fun. I talk about Tyler, and he's actually making a official VHS copy of Action USA, like for a lunch meet. He said he was doing it.
Oh,
So,
yes. Love that.
So I've never seen the movie, but it looks amazing.
it does look awesome.
It's awesome. Yeah, big fan of like small business. That's great to hear. Small business doing well. So yeah.
Yeah, that's great. And again, those guys go out to like the conventions and stuff like that, and when I did a Retro World Expo, they had a ton of Laserdiscs with them, and they had to keep going back and bringing more because they were selling so many. So they're definitely a spot to hit if you're looking for LDs in New England. So
very cool.
Yeah. Plus they really seem to do a lot of different partnerships with different places like Alamo. They've done screenings, and they had something that was popped up for a theater in Colorado. They're all over the place, even though they're out of Connecticut.
Yeah, they get around. I know they send James all over the place to conventions and events and things like that. So yeah, good on those guys. So all right,
what are we doing with our lives? What the hell, man?
Yeah, let's do the final slots on what you're spinning. I'm gonna do a spin of Killing Zoe because some gentleman named Luke gave me a copy of that, and yeah, so I'm gonna fire that up. It's not very Christmassy, but
No.
it's in my 2-watch stack.
It's a great movie.
Yeah.
Good. I hope you know French. I hope you know.
Yeah. Un petit peu.
It's like 2/3 French, dude.
Yeah. And I've seen it before. So,
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
What are you watching, Ryan?
I already watched The Mandalorian today, so I'm actually going to spin Terminal Rush tonight
Mm.
and just play it loud and hope that there's no like scratches that are like crippling. I doubt it, but
All right.
Luke,
I'm gonna throw up some of my my other ones here, my Christmas ones here. So I got some.
Nice.
Yes,
The
that's
Christmas
had a lot
tree
of
about the
talk
Christmas tree?
lately.
Yeah, the big news is that they found the missing song, right? You hear about
I
that?
heard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's cool.
Yep.
But I don't know. I've got this one too. This is some Japanese one I found. It's like just it's called Merry Christmas from the World. It's just
Huh.
something to throw on in the background. It's like a fireplace video.
Ooh, that
Oh,
sounds
wow.
cool.
Yeah, it's my wife made the mistake of saying that she liked stuff like this. I'm like, oh yeah? Let me buy all that I can now.
That actually looks pretty cool. I'm down for that one
100
too.
yen a pop.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
Is that sponsored by like an airline company?
Oh my God.
Probably. I don't know. Let's look. Let's
Thought I saw like a logo on there.
say yes. I'm not sure.
Is that might be it? Yeah. Let's
Yeah.
look that up. Yeah.
It's legit just Christmas around the world. It's just little weird stuff.
Like Compton.
Compton, yes, of
Yep.
course, and San Diego and
Yep.
Long Beach is in there. Sure.
Gotta have Long Beach. Yeah. Queen
Yeah.
Mary.
LB.
Anyway, some more Christmas stuff I've got. Marks of the Wooden Soldiers, Laurel and Hardy. I don't know. I was a big fan of that as a kid. And Mickey's Christmas Carol, whatever. Anyway, what I'll probably be watching. The bad news that Tiny Zeus Lester died. That was horrible. news.
Yes.
And so I this is one of he's in it just for a second,
That's sexy.
This is a Japanese Jackie Brown. I would love to watch this one again. I read the book by what's his face? What's the name of the author?
Elmore Leonard.
Elmore Leonard. And Quentin Tarantino just stole directly from him. Like literally just I had to stop reading the book because like, oh, this is just the movie,
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Anyway, Tiny Zeus Lester dying. It's horrible. But he's in it, and the great scene where Robert Forster is in there, and he's like, "I bet it was your idea to take that picture, though, right?"
Yeah.
So, with him and Tiny in there. Anyway,
Nice.
that's what I'm watching.
SAS is Scandinavian Airline Systems.
Oh,
so there you go. Seth
Easy day.
probably flies on them.
Sure.
Yeah. That's our fact check. Todd wasn't available to do fact checking, so I had to do it.
Damn it, Todd.
Yeah. No, get your shit together, Todd.
I think he's got finals and maybe he's almost
yeah.
done. Yeah,
All
poor
right.
Todd.
Yeah.
Give him a
Final
pass.
season. All right.
He's in like his 8th year of his undergraduate.
Yeah. Someday.
Yes.
Nice.
That's my planned watch. I've not watched it yet this holiday season, and this is a yearly watch for me. There is always something new to see or notice or hear.
Nice.
This is very weird. It's just weird. But it's
What's
really,
the
really
other?
good.
What's the other slasher Christmas movie with the lady from Superman? What's her name?
Oh, she's in this. That's it.
Is that the same movie
Yes,
where they're
it
in the
is.
sorority
Yeah.
house?
Yeah, that's it.
Margot Kidder.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Margaret Kidder's in
Yeah.
there. Oh, I've seen it. Okay, yeah,
That's
got
the
it.
one. Black Christmas. Yep. It's the calls coming from
The
inside
phone
the house.
calls, yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Nice. Very cool. Excellent choices, everybody.
Absolutely.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's a chance we might be on holiday break for a little bit. Yeah, so get ready for being sad if we're not available on the next scheduled Sunday. But we'll be posting some info about our upcoming shows and all that sort of stuff as soon as possible. So hopefully everybody has a LaserTastic Christmas and or whatever you celebrate, LaserTastic
Christmas.
Hanukkah or Kwanzaa. Yep, all that stuff. Krampus, yeah.
Sure.
He'll throw you in his sack if you don't buy widescreen.
Stealth AC3 widescreens.
Yeah, exactly. He hates it if you don't buy that. So yeah, everybody have a joyous holiday season and all that stuff. And yeah, be good or Laser Santa's not going to
I
deliver.
know. Lasers
let's see.
don't deliver.
Sweet respect. Love it. All right.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully you get all the discs you want under the tree, and
Yes.
hopefully your tree is as cool as Max's LaserDisc tree. Probably not going to be,
Just
but
mistake.
bing.
It's not.
Thanks for hanging out with us, and we'll talk to you soon.